welcome to the first episode of Comrades Nather. This is very much a trial by fire stream. There will probably be a few hiccups here and there. But we are going to play test some modern. My name is Speck. I am joined by...
I'm Anthony.
Yeah. And Anthony is going to play some...
I'm playing Jund mid-range. This is opposed to Jund Saga or an Elvish Reclaimer variant. If you look at my list, which is up on the screen, a few noteworthy things I have going on. You see the standard fare, the bolts, the fatal pushes, the Thoughtseize, the Inquisition, the Ragavans, I would say, are pretty standard fare at this point. The Tarmogoyfs. You see 2 Lilies, because I think that's about as much as you can run at this, or about as many as you can run at this point in the current meta. 4 Ren and 6, because she is honestly the strongest card in arguably the format at this point. So 4 of makes sense. On top of that, you see some new additions like Riveteer's Charm, which is great for not only getting rid of a Murktide as their biggest threat, or a 5 Fairy if you're playing some Blue White control. It is also great for getting rid of a Graveyard against Murktide as well, or against Dredge or any of those other Graveyard utilizing decks. I have 2 Endurance main board for the same reason, because not only that, it's also a 3/4 body with reach for 3 mana that I can flash in, and that kills Ragavans. That kills a lot of things, so that's pretty strong in my opinion, and I think it's a little underutilized currently in the Jund meta. And I have the 2 Season Pyros. I think that's appropriate. 4 I think is a little high, like some people do. And I think that's... Oh, and 1K command. I missed it. I don't know how to put it. Other than that, I've been seeing a lot of unlicensed Hearse recently, which is, in my opinion, a card that should have cost 1 black mana in the mana cost, but that's a different story for a different time. And, yeah, that's basically the... Oh, and 2 Blood Red Elves. I'm running 2 Blood Red Elves because Jund is not a Tier 1 deck right now. So if you're going to win with Jund sometimes against Tier 1 decks, you're going to need to get a little lucky. And with Blood Red Elf, you're allowed to get a little lucky. And that is the basics of the 60 that I'm running right now. We can break down the sideboard another time or even later on in the video, but that is the basics of the 60, and I think I mentioned everything. And 23 lands, bunch of fetches, usual Jund fare, so you can get that card advantage going with Ren 6.
Alright. And go back here. Ah! And I'm going to play 3 different decks against Anthony's Jund, and we will play test to see how it goes. They will all be decks that I have not personally played myself, so I will make all sorts of play mistakes. But we're play testing, so we're probably going to play it fairly loose.
Right.
So we're going to try and learn what the optimal plays are, and back up probably some. But first up, I'm going to play some Tier 1 Cascade Rhinos. If you've never played before, the main goal is to find a Cascade spell, and luckily they're all 3-drops, and the only non-3-drop in the deck is Crashing Rhinos? What's it called?
Crashing Footfalls.
Crashing Footfalls, I don't know. Which makes 2 4/4 Trampling Rhinos. It's quite strong. It's got a bunch of cards like Fire and Ice, and Brazen Borrower, and what's the thing with Stomp?
Oh,
the Giant.
I know, Bone Crusher Giant.
Bone Crusher Giant, yeah.
It almost
that all have a hidden way to play something that costs cheaper than a 2-drop or play a 2-mana spell. So we're going to try that first. So, let's go. We haven't even rolled to see who goes first.
High roll, odd even. What are you feeling?
Odd even. Let's do it. Odd. Ha-ha!
That was odd.
I'll go first. We've already shuffled.
And that's not great in this matchup, but we'll do what we can. 5, 6.
Here we go. Is this a keepable hand? For five lands is not keepable. And I already have Footfalls in my hand. That's terrible.
I will keep. Honestly, I'm going to throw this out there.
Mm-hmm.
As playing against the deck, one of the most annoying plays when playing against it is turn 1 suspend Rhinos. Because you have no other turn 1s. So if you turn 1 suspend a Rhino, I'm like, well, I'm going to have to deal with that.
Yeah, I had Rhinos and Prismari Command in 5 lands.
Yeah, I would rather not keep that hand, but...
Yeah. I guess I could loot away 2 lands, so it wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, but keeping a hand, or not...
If I keep that in the hand, I'm just drawing more lands. That's what always happens to me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you're playing against a deck that runs Thoughtseize and Inquisition, but...
Yeah, that's true. So I've played 1 Cascading Rhinos, or Suspended Rhinos, and have nothing left with lands.
Right. But Rhinos turn 1, in my opinion, is an undervalued play. Because it's really annoying to have to deal with. Because they don't have that long of suspend.
I played against it at Star City. I think he ended up having to suspend 3 of them because he just kept drawing them.
Drawing them, yeah.
It didn't matter because I had Spell Search Sprite, so I just countered them.
That's fair too. But yeah, as somebody on a mid-range deck, whenever I see somebody do that, I'm like, well, bolts don't kill those. I'm going to need Fatal Pushes or something to get me there. Or like a Ren 6 bolt dealio.
Alright. That's shuffled. Alright,
say
6
so.
cards. 6 cards. Bound to be amazing.
Am I supposed to show my cards to the screen?
You can.
I don't look.
I'm not looking.
Oh, they're glary. They're glary.
Yeah, they're gonna glare a lot. We're working on that. That's okay. This is definitely keepable. What do I get rid of? I feel like I don't want to get rid of. You've got Thoughtseize. I guess this is meh against you. We'll see.
Start us off, good sir.
Yeah. Mr. Reinforced, here we go. Nice, an easy start. Haha, you gotta think about it.
I had the easy start, now I gotta think about it. I'll fetch.
Fetch, alright.
I'm going to get a Blood Crypt and bring it in Shock from my deck, so I'll do the 2 damage to myself so I can utilize it this turn. That's Blood Crypt.
Yeah.
It's not the pretty one.
Sad face.
I know. It ran 2 Overgrowns for forever, and now it's running 2 Blood Crypts, and one of them makes me look like a poor.
Why the switch to more red?
More red because you utilize... Oh, Croaxix card I didn't mention in my deck.
Oh, yeah.
You utilize Croaxix.
And you get double red in that as well.
And Pyromancer. So you have most double red versus double green or double black.
Okay.
And then I will pass on that note.
All right.
Oh, and I'm at 17. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm at... No, yeah, you're right. 17. Getting ahead of myself.
I'm going to go to 19 and get a Triumph.
There you go. Oh.
Just 1 copy.
I'm at the same. And honestly...
I think any 3-color deck, there's no reason not to run 1.
Late game, it was oddly strong with Ren 6. I've seen a lot of cards.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even for 3 mana, if you have 7 mana.
Oh,
it's
cycling?
like,
Yeah.
Like,
Well, like, I realized you took it out, like, Forgotten Cave or whatever.
Took out Forgotten Cave.
You used to
left,
run 1, didn't you?
Yeah, I'd either run Forgotten Cave or Barrenmoor. And I'm doing Peatland, Bugbear, and the Cycle Triumph, or whatever they call the charms now. Or the Riveteer, whatever. it is.
They're all Triumphs. I don't care what.
Yeah, I know. Moving ground.
I'm not remembering what all the different locations are.
They could have made it so clean. They could have just said Triumphs.
Yeah, we're just gonna play Ataura Soaring City. I probably mispronounced that, and I'll say go.
Alright, I will draw. I will play land for turn.
Fine.
I will
Good
tap
way.
Blood Crypt for black mana, and I will play a Thoughtseize, which allows me to look at your hand and take card.
Alright, well, in response, I will stomp your Ragavan.
That's fair.
Deal it 2 damage. And then you can see my hand. I have a...
That is not your graveyard.
Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I forgot to... Alright,
Just put it like where it
go.
is. I'm not stressing it.
we'll put it there.
Boom. On an adventure.
It's on an adventure. Alright, I got a Breeding Pool, a Brazen Borrower, a Shardless Agent, and a Violent Outburst.
So, for anybody wondering why
I put away a Fire and Ice, and I was like, if you have a discard spell, I want to keep at least 2 different Cascade spells.
I agree. So right now, I'm going to get rid of this, because even though he can do this one at end of turn, this is another body I have to get rid of. And the rude thing is, does that say opponent?
Yeah, I can't bounce it.
I was going to say that.
Brazen Borrower's not that good. It's still very good, but it's not that good.
So we'll take Shardless Agent, and I'll
Okay.
leave you with the Violent Outburst.
Alright, so you go to 15.
Indeed. And
I'll just play with these open.
I will pass on that note.
Alright. That's in my hand. I will, you know what, I'll take 2 damage. I think it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, it's probably.
I'll shock and bring pull and say go.
I will fetch and go to 14, and I will get an Overground. Alright, so Overground tune.
AC's going to be noisy.
Tapped.
Ooh, pretty.
Thank you. I have 3 of these on one book.
Sad.
I know, I live a hard life.
I think I still have my Blood Crypts, my fancy ones. I don't remember if they're that style though.
What am I doing? Alright, so I will... Hey, Graveyard. You got a Charlotte?
I got a Charlotte, that's it, and a Misty. Oh, you're kind of Goyf. Sorcery creature, land.
Artifact.
Artifact, 4/5?
Yeah, so I'll play a Tarmogoyf, and I will pass and not fix my mana or anything.
Alright. In a turn, I will Cascade. I'll play Violent Asperse and Cascade.
Yeah, get some Rhinos going.
Nope. There, wow, alright. Nice and fast.
So you have two
This is
4/4s.
sufficiently randomized?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so I got 2 4/4s.
Knowing you have the Brazen Bar, I might have done that wrong. But we'll
That's
see
the
how it goes.
spirit. Alright, so I got 2 4/4s.
With known information.
There's actually 5 4s until the end of your turn.
Yeah. And I pass.
Alright, now untap. And draw. It's a 4/5.
Yes.
What did I draw? Oh, right. So I could do that, and then I do that, and I do that. Okay. That still works. Okay. I will tap the Soaring City for mana.
Sure.
Then I'll play another one, sack it.
Oh, okay.
And then I will send the Brazen Borrower on an adventure and bounce your Tarmogoyf.
Okay.
And then I will swing at you for 8. Down to 6. I love it. Here you go. I think the only card I have to worry about now is Terminate. Is Terminate? Yeah.
And push.
Oh, yeah. I guess push is good against Rhinos.
Inquisition here.
But, that's okay. In response, I will play Ice and tap your Overgrown Tomb.
Response.
Yeah.
Play the
Push,
push.
but alright, fair enough. So 1 Rhino's down.
That
I will draw a card off of Ice.
And you didn't fire me, I guess, so. I guess I'm alive for a turn, maybe.
Yeah, okay, so firing would have been a smarter play.
Not necessarily, but, well, yeah, I could see it.
Well, I was wanting to... I guess you used the mana,
Yeah, so.
but you did a response, so...
Yeah.
I was wanting to be able to tap Goyf as what my original plan was.
That's fair.
Yeah, I should have thought about fire being able to just deal you 2 more damage.
Yeah, and I pass on that note. I should have definitely done something differently that game. Or this game.
Because it has converted mana cost 3. Oh, can you not take fire and ice?
Oh, with Inquisition, I don't think I can take Fire Ice because it has the new stupid rule.
Oh, because it account. See, and that would be smarter. Yeah.
That's right.
This is what happens when you don't play a deck. You don't know. Because that makes sense. It follows the same rule as Cascade, I guess.
That's also important because I didn't misplay and make him discard a card that I couldn't leave.
Yeah.
So all you.
Actually, you still get to see this though, right? Because fire ice was in response.
Oh
to
yeah,
the
you get to see that.
So you get to see that drew a land.
All right, cool. Good.
All right. So punt 1.
I think
Because I definitely would have
Violent
not
Outburst.
cast that and definitely been able to either tap
Or just kill me.
a Goyf if you cast it, or just fire you to death. Alright, that's not bad. I'll swing for 4.
That's good.
Alright. Take you to 2, say go. Guess I should have just played Gemstone. Ah, whatever.
Plans. That's not plans.
Got another Fatal?
Go ahead.
You got a Goyf. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Alright. I'm an idiot. Okay, end of your turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cast Brazen Borrower.
And that'll effectively be game.
Yeah.
Because I can't block anything.
Then draw.
What I should have done alternatively in the game was I could have played Ren and 6 on turn 2, but also turn 2, instead of playing a Goyf,
Mm-hmm.
I should have played a Ren 6, got a land back, and then thought seized you, knowing that you were trying to cascade,
Sure.
and that you weren't gonna do anything to this with your borrower in response, because you have to hope that you cascade in response, meaning you don't have any mana, meaning I get to take your borrower.
Right.
So that was a mistake. I knew I was going to take 8 probably anyways. I should have just taken the 8 from the Rhinos, had the Ren 6 out, and you maybe kill it, which would have been sweet in my opinion, because I get to buy my
Right,
life.
as you're just absorbing the life, yeah.
And then done the Thoughtseize to take the borrower, so then I could have actually had Goyf out doing Goyf things, and not had to worry about Brazen Borrower.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, well that was quick. You want to play another one pre-sideboard?
We can do that, yeah, that's fine. You can do it however you want. It's your stream.
I mean,
sir.
basically we've got like an hour for each match, so...
Alright,
You're going first. You can still go first.
Alright, I'm going first. Well, you went first last time, but I am going first. And I will keep. It's not great. but I'll keep.
I will also keep.
So I don't want to get worse. We will play a Wood Foothills and pass.
All right, I love it. I love it. Anytime you don't turn one Thoughtseize or Inquisition.
Yeah, that's pretty. Seems to be. Honestly, though, okay, this is gonna sound weird. I don't mind that people know I play a Jund because they won't keep certain hands, or they will keep less ideal hands because they don't want to get Thoughtseized. So if you're keeping a less good hand because I potentially might Thoughtseize you, I'm like, sweet.
Right, they're already playing around cards you don't even need to have in your hand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's the classic Mana Tithe or Force Spike thing. Like, do you even keep it in because they're going to play around it the rest of the match anyway?
yep.
I will play a Wooded Foothills, and I'm gonna crack it and shock myself down to 17.
Okay.
Get a stomping ground, which I imagine you can guess what's about to happen if I'm shocking myself.
Yeah.
No, okay. I was starting to worry I didn't put a stomping ground. There we go, and we will suspend a Crashing Footfalls.
Alright.
So it's got suspend 4, so I will take a counter off every upkeep, and then they will come in.
I'm gonna fetch. Oh, this is pre-board dirt. I almost went and got a forest. I'm so
You're worried
used-
about Blood Moon?
I'm so used to getting Blood Moon by this deck. Like, they utilize it. Let's put it that way.
Blood Moon's very strong.
Blood Moon's real good in the current meta.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I still can't believe Omnath just doesn't even. It's a 4-color deck and doesn't even
I
care.
hate that deck right now. It's the most egregious deck, probably.
I think it would be more problematic if it were cheaper.
You see enough of it in, like, competitive tournaments, though. My phone's going off. Ignore that. And then...
Scandalous.
Sorry, whoever is on the other end. Alright, I draw. I will play a Black Cleave Cliffs untapped.
Alright.
And
And a Goyf.
a Goyf. He is a massive 1/2, and I will pass on that note.
Alright. I will untap in my upkeep, take off spin counter, and draw. Oh, yeah. Scalding turn. And I'll say go.
Alright, just making sure it's not like, okay, cool. Untap, draw. We still have rhinos. I need to get some stuff in graveyards and make this more a thing. So we will play with Foothills Return.
Okay.
And I will Thoughtseize you, looking at your hand and taking a card.
Thoughtseize. So you'll probably take that. Can do that. I guess I'd. Yeah. All right. Well. But I'd draw. Yeah, alright, we'll do it. Alright, so I'm gonna crack this and go. I should get an island. So that gives me all 3 colors. There's an island. We'll let the Kamigawa
Let's
lands.
go back. You
Yeah?
should get an island. Can you get a breeding pool?
I can, why?
Or not a breeding pool, because this does give you green, but you got to keep in mind your violent outburst. You need green and red, and you need green and blue. So if you have a green-blue land over here,
I'd agree.
I don't know your hand, but I'm just saying, like,
If I had a violent outburst, I would agree.
okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm just
I'll
saying,
put it that way.
yeah.
But you're about to see it, so it really doesn't matter.
yeah. I was just thinking, like,
So I
You
can
have
show you
all
my
your
hand because you're
colors.
about to see it anyway. I'm gonna cast Brazen Borrower bouncing, or cast Petty Theft to bounce your Goyf,
okay,
since I have both 2 Charlotte's Agents and 2 Fire Eyes.
okay,
So I don't care which one you take.
all right,
And I just want to preserve my life total since I'm already at 16.
that's fair.
If I had a Violent Outburst, yeah, no, I would definitely agree with that.
You're also only at 2 lands though, so I think land
I am. That's why I was kind of like, do I take Ice? But then I was worried I'd draw something.
Yeah, I would.
It was deciding between playing Ice and tapping your Goyf or just bouncing it.
I think
Brazen Borrower.
it goes fine. Especially.
Yeah, I'd rather force you to have to use your mana to recast it rather than play Ren 6 or something else.
That's fair, but we'll get rid of a shardless because
I don't see why you wouldn't take the Shardless.
Doesn't literally have to, and then I will fetch and go to.
This is bouncing back to your hand.
Alright, and I will fetch and go to 14 now.
Okay. You already took the Thoughtseize?
I did take the Thoughtseize, the camera saw it. I'm not a cheater pumpkin eater.
Is the John deck fully foiled out? It's close.
Is it?
It's close. The Ren and 6s aren't fully foiled yet because they're about to drop in price a little bit.
The foil Ren 6s, it's not even that they're about to drop in price a little bit. They were Dak Faden. Foil Dak Fadens used to be like $400, and then they got reprinted, and now they're like $80. Foil Ren 6s were $350. I don't see them being $350.
No, they'll definitely drop in $350.
Yeah.
The new special foil ones.
That's different.
Those are going to be stupid expensive.
I'm going to try and avoid those. But yes, I do agree that
I think they're currently selling for around pre-selling for $1,000.
I know. I want to see one and then never think about it again. But
and you got what, a couple Shocklands that aren't foiled?
I have one Blood Crypt, I think a few sideboard cards, and I think one Bloodstained Mire, oddly enough.
How long have you been playing Jund?
I started, well, before even Jund, I was foiling out Green-Black Rock, so I had a lot of things to play with. And I've been playing Jund for probably 3.5 years now.
Okay.
Of just like solid Jund play with little breaks of like Jund, Oko weirdness, and a couple other
A little wet Jund.
Little wet Jund. And a few other things. I mean, when the best card in the format is the greatest Planeswalker ever printed, you got to make some adjustments.
No, yeah, you fit things in.
Yeah.
All right, so you've recast this.
And I will pass.
All right, I will untap.
Why are you doing things in my shadow?
Oh, you good, you good. I'll get that. I will draw. Oh, the gods love me. Oh, I forgot to actually discard the Shardless Agent. That's okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I will crack a Misty and go find a forest. So I get a 15.
There you go.
And now I will be able to cast a Violent Outburst if I draw one.
There you go.
But more importantly, I will now cast a Shardless Agent.
Get some Rhino.
How big's the Rhino?
4/4.
4/4? 4/5?
4/5 for a Shardless Agent? Aren't they?
No.
Oh, how big is? Oh, is the Goyf? You said Rhino.
Yeah.
I was confused.
Oh,
So Shardless Agent is 2, the land is 3, and then sorcery. So yeah, 4/5.
Okay. The other nice part about casting Brazen Borrower over Fire and Ice is there's no instants in the graveyard.
That's true.
Which I guess I don't mind trading Fire and a Rhino for a Goyf.
The formality
of doing this?
Yeah, it's like I know it's coming.
Yeah, there's a few things that online does make it a little bit nicer.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I know you're hitting a certain
But-
card, but you have to do it to show you're not a cheater pumpkin eater.
The amount of bugs on MTGO still just drive me insane though. Like, it's ridiculous.
There's a new one where you can Ghost Quarters your own thing and make infinite mana right now.
The things that make your lands not.
Yeah, I've seen it, and I've seen people say like, "Isn't this?"
Oh, if your opponents blow up your lands, you get it back or something like that.
Right,
And it's
weird.
just working for both players at the moment. Anyway, so I get 2 Rhinos. I'm playing Footfalls, so I got 10 power in play. Seems okay. Here you go.
I'm right.
That's another sorcery in the graveyard.
So Fire Ice, Fury.
I'm tapped out though.
This card could be useful if it wasn't useless. Yeah, I think this is the right call.
Oh. 3 mana? You don't have Maelstrom Pulse, so I don't have to worry about that.
I wish. I missed that card. Seeing your hand and seeing the Fire and Ice makes this significantly more difficult because I know so many things just like wipe me. Yeah, I'll do this. We will do.
I was wondering if you had Kulkin's command to deal the.
Yeah, we'll
destroy an
fancy.
artifact?
We'll get fancy and destroy an artifact, yeah, and
Okay.
then we will have you discard a card.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, there's not a creature or anything to get back my graveyard.
Fury is still a long ways away.
I mean,
Like,
Fury
I'm still
you can play
two-
next turn.
I'm still 2 lands away.
I'm not saying you get to keep it. I'm saying you can play it.
Yeah, but I mean,
You can get rid
at
of
that
it.
point, like, Fury's not killing Goyf.
That's fair.
So, it's because you're about to add an instant, so it's now going to be a 5/6.
That's the goal.
Yeah, I'll just get rid of Fury since it can't kill Goyf.
And then I'm gonna deal Fire Ice. Good.
Alright. So you got a 5/6 now.
And I'm about to take 8 damage.
I mean, maybe. You don't Yeah, probably. I guess I don't. It's going to take you 3 swings, and there's no way you're really just going to go that.
Your life total is not anything you should be worried about.
Yeah, well, I know. I just have to consider that, though.
Oh, yeah.
I have to at least think, do I need to worry about life total? And the answer is definitely no.
Yeah, I don't have anything I can crack back with fast enough.
I'm at that point where I have to make sure what do I lose to versus how do I win. So yeah, I'll go ahead and tap your Goyf with Ice, draw a card. Oh, I like that card. And I will swing for 8.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I will play a Waterlog Grove.
Okay.
And so go.
Yeah, you
Did I click that down?
You played one on turn 1. I have 4 lands. It's probably not.
Yeah, I think it's real one.
Oh, fetch.
Miss trigger.
Go to 5.
This is what happens when you don't play cards very much.
Alright, so knowing he has a Fire and Ice, he's probably not just going to hit me in the face because it makes more sense to tap my Goyf. Would you like to cut?
Yeah, sure. So I gotta worry about like blood braid nonsense maybe?
I mean, that'd be sweet.
I've only got 2 of them, so they're not too likely.
Do these have haste when they come in, or they?
No, they do not. They're not like a suspended creature would, but the suspended spell doesn't because it just creates them.
Inquisition. I know I can't take the Fire and Ice, so.
Can't take the Fire and Ice, and of course it would be really stupid to cast Force, so I'll just let you take the Force.
Then, I'll have you sack a creature.
Okay.
You had to think about which one.
Well, no, it's just like, do I have any way to stop you from doing that?
No.
No.
And then it is all on you.
So you're not...
I can't swing, you're just going to beat me to death.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just thinking what's optimal to do here.
Oh, I guess you could ice now as opposed to up and wait for it. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So it's like, do I ice? Because you're at 5.
I think with me being at 5, you just ice and try and get it for 4 and then find your 1 damage wherever.
Yeah. Because at the moment I was thinking, like, with fire, I can kill Liliana and deal you 1, and then find another way to deal with the Goyf eventually.
But you're about to have 3 rhinos?
Right, so only 1 has to get through at some point.
Exactly, so I think just ice.
That's why I'd rather have the fire, though, so I can get rid of Liliana, so that's not annoying me.
I don't think Liliana's going to be around long enough to annoy you.
But I don't want to have to target it. Like, I'd rather just hit you.
What I'm saying is, you're going to kill me before this is ever a factor. Because even if I play another Goyf next turn...
Well, I'll be able to cast anything I draw minus a Fury.
Right, and then also next turn, even if I play another Goyf, you have 3 rhinos that are going to get through for at least 1. Yeah. So I really have to have a Fatal Push and a Goyf. Or a Fatal Push and a Fatal Push. And, like, I don't think this is going to be enough of a factor. I think your best route to winning is just killing me.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think the...
What I haven't played doesn't matter if I'm dead.
Exactly. Like, Liliana, while intimidating, doesn't do anything for me at 0 life total.
Yeah. Alright, fair enough.
So, end of turn, you're taking 1.
I'll take 1. I will tap your Goyf, and I get to draw a card. I should just draw a card, but why is that not obviously the best option?
Yeah, it's one of the strong mechanics in Magic.
Yeah. Alright, I'll untap, play Footfalls. So, I've got 2 of these. These can't attack.
Okay. And then I'm taking 4.
Well, I gotta draw for...
Oh, you should know. Wait, there's more.
I gotta draw for the turn, yeah. Oh. Alright. We are going... Well, maybe we should do that first. Ooh. And I've got the Brazen Borrower I can bring in as well.
I forgot about that. Oh boy.
So let's go ahead and for you. 1. I will play a Misty Rainforest and Sicko.
Alright, let's see if we can accomplish anything here. Do I play that and do that? What does that give me? That gives me a total blocking of not enough. So I think the right call here is Season Pyro.
Hey!
Pitch 2 real things, even though I have to get rid of a Goyle,
Okay.
which hurts my feelings.
I mean, look, you're still only making 1/1s.
Yeah, and then hopefully make something that can kill.
So trample on the Rhinos makes a huge difference.
Yeah, and then I draw 2 cards.
think is your Rhino. Your Rhino's still what, 5? Or your
My
Goyf
Goyf is big, but I
5,
think
6?
you just have it here because the most I can do now is I can bring in a land tapped, I can uptick, you discard whatever, and then you bring in your borrower, and I currently only have 8 blocking power when I need 12 plus 3 in the air, so you got it.
Yeah.
And that is why you see this is a difficult matchup for Jund Mindrage, because while it does run a lot of removal and everything like that, you only run 2 pushes typically, and you also run 1 terminate, your 2 lilies, and then everything else doesn't just directly kill rhinos. Like having a toughness of 4 is a lot stronger in modern than people give credit for right now.
Sure.
Because a lot of people are running bolts, and yes, there is unholy heat, but you're seeing less and less of it.
Really?
Yeah, because not a lot of people are going for, like, you see it in Shredder still, but Shredder's not even running DRC necessarily because they're running Letter Shredder. Or,
Right.
I mean, I shouldn't say Shredder, I should say Murktide.
Sure.
Yeah, you see a lot of, Shredder's changing the format, it's a crazy good card.
Just slightly. Alright, so sideboards. The sideboard of the list I took from has 4 Force Vigors and 3 Blood Moons that are probably relevant for this matchup.
Yep.
I don't know if I bring in 7 cards though. Mystical Disputes, Ley Lines, or
Leyline could be annoying for me, but it's not really
It's
what you want
not,
to do. And
it's-
Mystical's not in this matchup yet.
all I'm affecting your Goyf and Kroxa, which is I don't feel quite worth it.
Alright, I'm going to put my stuff into piles of stuff I'm bringing in and stuff I'm not.
Yeah.
And stuff that goes in the maybe pile. Alright, so, in the stuff I'm not pile, Weather the Storm, that's for Burn and Storm. Force of Vigor, there's not a lot of artifacts and stuff. I'm going to kill a Shardless Agent. Like, I'm not really overly worried about it. That is my extra K command. I don't necessarily need that in this matchup. 2 Alpine Moons, not necessary. And 2 Beseiju Who Endures. Also a great card, but not particularly necessary for this matchup. So all those are going away. Obviously, for this matchup, 2 Chalices and a Void Mirror, very strong. Makes it so you can't cast Crashing Footfalls, important. And then 2 Crime Punishments, the most recent spiker in my deck, because of that Calibrated Blast deck, it made this card spike again.
Oh, yeah.
Punishment, you play it on 0, you kill rhinos, 2 mana, get rid of all the rhinos. Seems like a good deal to me.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And then these I sometimes bring in for decks that A, fetch a lot, which this deck does fetch a fair amount, or B, has things they have to have in their deck. So if you start exiling rhinos, they just start losing things, but I don't think I necessarily need to bring in 2 Ashyoks. But
Yeah.
Ashiok is the most recent addition to my sideboard, and I took out 2 Turoks. I forget his full name, but him to Turok on a guy, whatever his
Oh,
name is.
yeah. I just call him Turok.
Yeah, Turok. And I took those out because while they are useful against 4-color and everything like that, and the protection from white does come in handy, I don't know if it's as useful as I need it to be.
Right.
So I'm trying the Ashyoks.
So I'm thinking I take out all the Furies. They're probably the weakest card against you.
It's the weakest card against Goyf. Yeah, I'd say Fury's probably a good call. I'm taking out 2 Blood Red Elves because, believe it or not, y'all, putting a Void Mirror in your deck and leaving your Cascade creatures in
Oh, that is
not the strongest play.
It's a bit of a nombo, yes.
So that is 2. Now I gotta think of 3 more.
Yeah.
I'm on the play, so I leave my Ragavans in. Sometimes I will take a Ragavan or 2 out on the draw, because while it is still an incredibly strong card, it is significantly worse on the draw than it is on the play.
I guess Prismari Command's not the strongest against you. Well, it can blow up these artifacts, though.
Yeah, anything that can blow up artifacts,
never mind,
keep in
never
your
mind,
deck, yeah, because that's your silver bullet.
Yeah.
I will probably keep in the... Well, do I need the Endurance? I mean, you're playing 4/4s. Yeah, I guess I take out my Endurances, because even though I can flash them in, you're playing 4/4s, so Endurance... Free mana to maybe kill one of your 4/4s with another thing.
Right.
Isn't necessarily the best play in the world. Oh, wait.
Maybe cut a fire.
Real talk, I'm going to leave the Endurance. And we are going to be adults about this as much as it hurts. It never feels like the right play, and we're going to take 3 Lightning Bolts out.
Ooh. Yeah, that's fair. It doesn't do anything too relevant against me.
It doesn't kill rhinos, and that's really what you need cards in this deck to do.
Alright, I'm going to try taking out 3 Fire and Ice and 4 Fury. I don't know if that's good.
Fire and Ice, that is a lot. Also, 4 Force of Figures is a lot. But at the same time, it is your silver bullet. So
that's what I mean. Like, and
I
Blood
mean-
Moon's just really good disrupt. I would think maybe I only bring in 2 Blood Moons.
we're just playtesting. We'll figure it out. We'll see how this round goes. And
I'm going to only bring in 2 Blood Moons.
I think that's a good call, too.
I don't feel like Blood Moons
Blood Moon
so
doesn't...
devastating because you do play red.
Right, it's also you don't win the game. Like, against Amulet Titan and stuff
Right.
like that, it's basically you win the game.
Right.
First. Me, I guess, because I lost.
Yeah, we'll just keep going.
Alright.
Keep the one less going.
This is already... Hey, I got it better. Yeah, I keep...
I have one land.
Lands are a little bit of an issue, but after 5 cards, I only had 1 land, and it was 1 color. And I was like, well, it's not usually what you want to see in Jund,
No.
but I think this is in the realm of keeping.
I had 1 land, 2 crashing footfalls, and I don't know, a bunch of spells.
Fair.
It's not really. I could see how turn 1 suspend, turn 2 suspend would still be rough for you, though.
I can see a route.
Like, you're not going to win fast enough, probably, that those won't come in.
I see a route that I definitely don't win. That's particularly problematic, but we'll just hope we don't go there. This is one of those hands I had to keep because of certain things in it, but at the same time, it's kind of sketchy.
So why do you like playing Jund so much? You played it for 3.5 years.
I like Jund because, in essence, I feel like it is partly how Magic is supposed to be played. Like, when I view...
It's fair?
It's fair, like, there's creatures, you kill stuff, you swing, you hit people with your Goyfs and things like that, as opposed to, like a deck like a Cheerios or some of the crazy decks where it's like, here's all this value for nothing, and it doesn't really... And those decks do have their problems as well, like you Damnation those decks and everything, and they're just done, and things like that, but with Jund, I like the 50-50 aspect of it, even though it's not quite 50-50 in every matchup now, and you have to play perfectly. Like, if you want to give yourself even the 50-50 chance to win, you have to play optimally. And on top of all that, like, I'm good at it. Like, I've gotten good at Jund.
I'm good at it.
I'm good at it. I'm not particularly good at a lot of other decks. And I mess around, like, Murktide's really fun. 4 colors fun. I'm still enjoying the realm of Jund, though.
Alright, sure.
And also, Dominaria gives us, like, 1 good black card. I think it could actually be a relevant deck again, but we'll see.
Okay. I now have keepable 6. Go for it.
Blood Crypt tap.
I love it. I love it. We'll play a Misty Rainforest and say go.
Untap. Draw. Blackleaf Cliffs, untapped.
Oh, by all means. We always love more
Oh, yeah.
Jund boomers.
The Luke Man. I thought it was the Fook Man at first. The Luke Man.
It's a little hard to see from here.
Yeah, always. Always there. And then I will bring Croxa in, and before he goes away himself, that will require you to discard a deck. Or a card, not a deck.
Well, yeah, it's definitely resolving.
It's not really a card worth countering most of the time.
No, I will discard a land and take 3.
So, and then Croxa, after his ETB, he did not escape from the graveyard, so he goes to the graveyard. And after that, it is all you.
I will go to 16 and go get a Triumph.
Oh, wait.
Ha
But yeah, Luke, I hope you're typing something out. I'm excited to hear what you have to say.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with who any of the people in the chat actually are?
So Slayerfall used to follow me when I was streaming before.
Oh, interesting.
But like I streamed for probably 2 or 3 months, and I think after right as quarantine started, basically,
Okay.
I just happened to have bought a computer right like a month before everything hit.
That was honestly the time too.
Because I was getting into streaming, and that was fortunate because then I lost my job and had nothing else to do for a while.
And on top of that, computers all spiked after that.
Oh, well, the webcam I bought was the only one I could find at the time because
Wow.
all of them just vanished. But I played Magic Online for a bit, and after a while I just realized how much I like playing in person over it.
MTGO has a lot of issues. Also, for me, as somebody that does play a lot of Modern and like would love to play Modern online, I refuse to put the mana money into Mana Traders or to buy Jund online.
I mean, being able to rent almost any deck is kind of nice.
Oh, I agree.
It just for the... But my thing was, like, I just like playing in person so much more.
Oh, my thing is, I'm not putting any amount of money a month into a website that looks like Solitaire from Windows 98.
That's fair. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
It's 2022. We should demand a higher standard.
That's fair. I mean, Arena's prettier.
Arena is prettier.
And the interface is okay.
It's okay.
But both of them still somehow get the rules wrong.
Oh, I know. It's impressive how long this has just been acceptably not correct.
You made me discard it. Okay. I was like, how do I have 2 fetches in my graveyard? All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were watching each other for a while. That sounds weird.
Oh, there you go. I see what
I'll just play What Foothills and say go.
So there's no like 1 mana land discard? Or do you think if there's like a 1 mana discard target fetch land, that would fly?
Any kind of 1 mana, just discard a land?
Not a land.
A fetch land?
It has
That's a pretty narrow card.
It has to specifically, well, because you can only play it in Modern, really. You have to specifically say fetch land. Because you say land, then the game's dead. Like, the game's just ruined.
Yeah, but the game doesn't actually identify what is a fetch land. Like, that's just
That's true.
that's a
That's
colloquialism, not a actual magic term.
That is a really, really good point. Alright, I'm going to...
Could you say discard target non-basic? Still be really strong.
I think it's a little too strong.
Yeah.
I will Thoughtseize.
Okay.
Let's see which one of the 3 Cascaders I'm going to get rid of.
Unfortunately, I have 1, so Bone Crusher Giant, Charles Agent, Brazen Borrower, and a Force of Vigor.
Okay, we're going to do the Charlotte's Agent.
Yeah.
Because that makes the most sense. But Force,
18.
Brazen, and...
Yeah, I'll play it open, obviously.
Appreciate that. And then I will... I think I just do this.
Play land, yeah.
And go ahead.
I think I'm going to...
Stomp something?
Yeah, well, I'm thinking because I currently don't have anything else to do next turn,
Yeah, you want a body.
I may just play Stomp You now and then play Bone Crusher on my turn.
I don't think that's a bad move at all.
I'm going to have to shock to do it. It's the only annoying part.
I mean,
So I can get double blue.
Oh, you need double blue for Brazen.
Yeah,
I forget.
yeah.
I was like, none of your Cascaders are double blue.
No, but Brazen Bar was amazing, and I want to be able to cast Blood.
Do you get a breeding pool? You have red already?
Yeah, well, I got Tram, so I got
Oh.
all the colors.
So do you get breeding pool so you have your Force of Vigor active as well?
Yeah, so I can hard cast it? Yeah. Oh, there it is. Thoughtseize decks.
Analysis, net destruction, and elimination of opponent 1 card at a time, often times through profitable exchanges, either for 2 for 1 or the low cost eliminated is a much bigger threat. I agree entirely. The only problem that's become with that is with the bigger decks, like 4-color money pile. I don't know Omnath. I don't know what the preferred colloquialism for that deck is. I don't know its pronouns, but with Omnath, they draw so many cards, so I can't Thoughtseize you after turn 5 when you've just drawn with your Yorion or through other means. Your land fixing draws you cards. Like, everything draws you cards.
Omnath is so problematic just in general. The life gain is so stupid.
The life gain really does get really rough. Instant life gain they just started doing, and they realized with Uro it was a mistake. But,
Ugh. I hate them too.
but like, they didn't realize that they should stop doing it.
Right.
But yes, I agree. Thoughtseize Inquisition is one of the things I feel like I do correctly playing Magic. Lily ulting is the thing I feel like I do best in Magic, making you pick your 2 piles that you really don't want to see, and then you have to pick which one is going to doom you for the rest of the game.
I mean, Thoughtseize is almost similar to Counterspell, where you really probably shouldn't play it until you know the format well enough to make that type of decision.
Yeah.
Like, you need to know what's relevant in order to play either of those.
And like,
Oh,
early on, it's usually right to take the Counterspell, not the Jace, and deal with the Jace later on. But you see the Jace, and you see you have a card that can deal with something that you're not going to be able to deal with past turn 4, and you go, oh, I'll take the Jace, and then you literally don't accomplish anything for the rest of the game.
I'll play Bone Crusher. It's a nice 4/3 that also will deal Anthony 2 damage if he tries to kill it.
Hey, it'll deal you 2 damage if you target it as well.
Okay.
I'm just saying. But in Standard, when you try and pump it, you'd hurt yourself and give yourself 2 damage.
I'm playing a couple copies of it in my Pioneer deck. That's the Heroic deck. Most because I just didn't have what some of the other lists were playing. And I have to remind myself, nope, don't target that.
Land for turn. And then...
I guess you could Lily me, so I could sack it. So it doesn't...
discard a card. I'm going to get my Croxa back.
But you can't cast Crooks this turn, right?
Right.
Or
I'm
play
just-
a land. Yeah, you know.
I'm just trying to be as.
It would just changes if I have to discard 2 cards this turn.
Right,
It
right,
changes
right,
what
yeah.
I'm discarding.
Yeah, I'm just
I'll
trying to
discard a land.
I'm just trying to be as restrictive as possible.
No, there you go.
And then, good.
Okay. I will swing for Mighty 4.
That deck does this a lot.
There you go.
Alright, I'm gonna fetch.
Down to 11.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a swamp.
A basic.
Yeah, when I first looked at this hand, I was like, man, if I get Blood Moon, I'm
Oh,
so
yeah,
dead.
that's fair.
I'm so dead right now. So yeah, I had to pay attention to that. Now I have black.
I suppose I maybe shouldn't have fetched. I didn't have Blood Moon in my hand, but maybe I should have thought about the fact I could draw it.
Right.
Because if I don't draw enough basics.
That's the same issue.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Especially since you got a mountain. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a mountain in my hand, but I didn't have any other basics.
Man, we will.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, that's a great point. I will Croxa.
Right. Okay, that would be stupid. I will discard this Brazen Borrower.
Alright, we will.
Haha! I will not take 3 damage.
Well,
That's dies unless you're blinking it somehow.
Ephemerate for no way. We will play that tapped.
Okay.
And say go.
And say go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna kill that until I have to.
Guess we'll just go ahead and force your hand. I will hard cast a Brazen Borrower.
Okay, that makes my play easier next turn. Good.
Untap. Okay, and I will swing for 7. Ooh!
Wait, I'm going to 4.
Okay.
I was at 11. I messed up my clicks, but I'm going to 4.
You're good. Well, you're not good, but you're in trouble.
If you top decked a Cascader, I'm truly in trouble. If you didn't do that, I can live a couple turns.
How many? Okay, so you can't bring back Croxa.
No, I can't.
You probably have like a Liliana or a Bloodbraid.
You wish I had Liliana or Bloodbraid.
Oh no, you took the Bloodbraids out, so I know you don't have Bloodbraid.
Yeah, I definitely don't have Blood.
I wouldn't necessarily know that.
You wouldn't necessarily know that, but yes,
No.
I definitely took out Blood Raid because I'm gonna counter my own Blood Raid, hopefully.
I mean, at this point, I guess I'll just play the Stomping Ground tapped and say go.
All right.
I was like, do I shock myself to make sure I can cast Force of Vigor? But I don't have anything to cascade, so.
Punishment for 3. Get rid of all 3 drops.
Yeah, I'll do it. All right.
You're usually trying to do this on 1 for that, and then I was letting the Bone Crusher come through because I couldn't do anything about it.
Sure.
On that note, I'll pass.
All right.
So I was just like, well, I don't want a crime and punishment for 1 creature for 5 mana.
Well, top decks are amazing.
That's fine.
And Christopher Falls.
You get some Rhinos.
That's Rhinos.
Alright, you passing me on that note?
Yep.
I wouldn't normally be so blatant, but I see your Force of Vigor and your 1 mana and you know other cards in hand.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I will. Alright, I gotta stack this all properly.
There's no faking anything right now.
Being at 2 is problematic.
This deck's really good.
Punishment for 0.
Not doing it for 3. So you got a follow up.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill those. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it for 0.
The fact
either
that you
way.
have both punishments and you only play 2.
That's why I
is-
kept my first hand. I was like, it didn't have mana. If I had gotten Blood Moon, I was dead. But I
Okay,
had
but
2
you were like,
punishments in hand.
I can handle 2 Cascaders. That's
Yeah, I was
fair.
like, I gotta keep this.
That's
And
fair.
Then, this is tricky.
Tricky.
I think this is the right call, honestly. And then we can both discard a card.
Okay. So she's at 4.
Yeah, and then I will pass on that note.
Well, I took out all the fire knight. Well, I didn't take out all the fire
No, you
knight.
have one,
I think I kept.
You definitely kept 1 because you didn't do 3 Blood Moon. You did 2
Yeah, I
Blood
kept
Moon.
one. So I think I'm just gonna ignore her.
You try to beat me to death.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would say to consider is you swing at me,
then if I kill you, I have to sacrifice it, versus getting me to 2 life. It's really whatever you pick.
That's true.
The classic dynamic.
I think I'm still going to swing you.
That's fine. 1, 2.
So, I could draw Stomp, I could draw a number of things that can deal 2 damage, so. Oh, no, wait. I was play land.
That's fair.
There's no reason to hold on to it in case you just want me to discard.
Alright, land. Void Mirror.
Okay.
Side creature.
Okay.
I had to get rid of the Force of Vigor before.
So
I put
how
Void
many cards are in your graveyard now?
I should tap differently now that you say that.
Well, go ahead and untap. Like,
Yeah,
let's play correctly.
Let's do that. We'll tap the green for the colorless, and then graveyard. I have enough. Yeah, I can do.
You'd do it right now, then, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would leave a fetch probably behind instead of the Passeju because I'm not really overly worried about Passejuing anything.
Right.
And then Croak's ETBs, you take 3.
I'm more worried about the fact you have a 6/6 in play now.
That's fair, but honestly, 6/6 isn't completely irrelevant because you have 2 turns to do 2 damage, and I think that's your most direct path to win.
Yeah.
Alright, good. Well, heck, even if you Cascade, you're going to have 2 damage.
Right. Here you go. I can't even crack it because you're about to tell me.
I have the Cascade blocker as well.
Yeah.
I'm done. Okay, this is tricky.
Is it?
Not the card I drew is tricky. Because do I play the Chalice? Because I don't think I do. Well, I think I have to because I have to make you discard. But at the same time, Force of Vigor, you're just going to kill both anyways.
Right, but it gives you protection if I have a Brazen or.
That's fair. Yeah.
I'm just hard cast Brazen, but.
Is it more tempting to put it on 3? 2 or 3 even?
I'd put it on 2 because that would counter Fire and Stomp.
You're right. Yeah, so we'll do 2. That's probably the right
Right?
call.
Because you can counter Stomp, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not. There's damage that can't be prevented, so you can counter it, yeah. I'd say put it on 2.
I think 2 is the right call. And then we'll both discard even though it does nothing.
Sure.
And then I'll swing and do
And then I go to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, now I don't know if I have any outs at all. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
So now that you've seen how that game played out, how do you feel about the amount of blood moons that you're in?
I could try adding one. The problem is, like, it's typical, like, if you're going to sideboard in 7 cards, how much you're diluting your deck.
Oh no, I do. Believe me, there's some matchups where I do the same thing. And I try and, when I think about it with Jen especially, I will do...
Maybe
I'm
I'm
taking
going to
out-
take out two dead gons, and bring back 1 Fire and Ice and the other
Turn
blood
target
moon.
creature you don't control to its owner's hand, steal 2 damage to target creature. Yeah, I think that's probably a better call.
Yeah, I mean, it's still useful.
Tapping down my stuff is so much more disruptive than you'd think it is.
Yeah. I mean, even just tapping a land in someone's upkeep can be backbreaking. Maybe I should have.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't know what that was saying. Anyway.
6, 7. What
All right.
an interesting little hand.
I will keep.
I will as well.
Ooh, I will play Wooded Foothills and crack it for Forest.
Spin some Rhinos.
And remember that maybe getting basics might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I'm like, should I have been greedier? We shall see.
Yeah, so I definitely should have not fetched for the Triumph, I think, last game.
Fair. We will. Fetch.
I guess just the for whatever reason, Mozilla doesn't look like the stream stopped. Anyway.
Gonna get a mountain. Which seems weird against a potential blood moon.
Of all the basics to grab, yeah.
But
Or
you
both
know,
at 19.
makes sense, I think, in a little while. And we'll play Ragman.
Ragsy. Alright.
And I will pass on that note.
Okay, that was yours. This is mine. I will undo a suspend counter and draw a turn. Let's continue on this fetch train. What's it go?
Alright, let's see what 2 damage thing is gonna kill my Ragman.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh, 4, 3. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've only played it once.
I know. We had.
I missed it earlier.
We
Yeah.
had to think about it, so I'm just making sure. We will swing. Move to combat. That's one for those keeping track of.
That's fair. I will go to 18 and get an island. Fortunately, I don't have stone.
Can we bounce it?
Yeah. I didn't want to bounce it earlier because you could dash it.
Fair. That's right. I was trying to explain to
Uh,
Katie the right time to kill Ragavan.
And I didn't. And even if I had some, I'd want to wait now because you might have another one.
Fair. Yeah. I said Katie. Katie's my girlfriend. And I was like, there's not a lot of creatures you need to actually kill. Ragavan's one of them. Because like if it starts beating you and using your burn spells, it's like, well.
Yeah. I mean, at least most of my spells cost a little bit, but you getting the treasure is just annoying tempo even. So I can bounce it into your hand.
And then we will shock in a Stomping Grounds.
Okay.
Wait, mirror.
That's fair.
Good.
All right, footfalls.
Here.
You may not do anything. Just 2. Draw a card. Ooh, boy.
I mean, even knowing you do have that out, it's more so I can stop at turn 3. Because turn 3 is really the one where it's like, if you don't have your hate down, it's like, well, I don't know what you expected to see happen besides 10 damage across the board.
Play a Scalding Turn, so go.
Alright, I will untap.
Yeah, Voidmare's really good.
I remember people first saw it and they were like, Tron, and I was like, Tron plays green, what are you guys talking about?
Rin and 6, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I will go to 15.
Okay.
And I will get the thing that makes red and blue. Steam Vents.
I knew immediately what you were talking about. So.
I can't remember the name of them all.
There's a lot of them out there, a lot of these cards.
I've only been playing for 20-something years.
Well, even like Reed Duke, I saw on a stream the other day, somebody had some blue commander card that you don't really typically see anywhere, and it went into the graveyard, and he was like, I've never seen this card in my life. So if Reed Duke has those moments, I feel like the rest of us are allowed to as well.
We have to play a lot of Legacy where everything's allowed.
There's some card from one of the recent precons that's like a turtle that's like taking
Oh,
over
Cannoneer?
Legacy. Yeah, it's taking over Legacy.
Yeah, it's because it has Ward 4, and that's essentially hexproof.
And Legacy,
In
yeah.
Legacy, yeah.
And then,
I will force your Rin 6.
well, it has Ward 4 and it costs more than 3, so your Abrupt Decay doesn't even do anything. You're just kind of like, well, turtle's there.
Yeah, it is improvised, so it's quite easy to cast.
Yeah, Improvise is a mechanic I don't love. Then we will play a Ragavan.
A Ragavan.
Pass.
Untap. Go to 1. Alright, I got 1 turn to find an answer to Voidmare. It's a thing. That is a thing. Okay. So can't do that. Could do that. I will play Wooded Foothills and Sigo.
Untap. Draw.
Sideboard game's looking iffy.
How much mana do I need? I guess we'll find out. Go to combat.
No shenanigans for me.
Alright, cool. Well,
So I will take 2.
I'll create the Lay Treasure. Footfalls.
Ha
It gets blocked if I do it too, but at the same time, I can't do anything with it. I can't even.
You can't even cast it, right?
Yeah, I
It
can't
doesn't-
suspend
it doesn't have a
it. It goes
cost.
to the graveyard. Yeah, or it goes to exile.
Yeah.
I was more so debating like, even if I could, I'm just gonna counter it myself. But then I was like, do I have it for insurance against that? But I was like, that's never gonna happen. Doesn't matter.
Before you... Yeah, keep going.
Okay. Before is
Yeah, keep going. You're good.
shock and
I'm mostly thinking out loud. I actually changed my mind is what happened.
shock and nothing. We'll play Den of Bugbear tapped,
Okay.
and we'll play Tarnwood.
Okay. How big is Goyf?
I have land.
I have land instant.
Sweet.
Oh, because I exiled Planeswalker.
Yeah, I was like, I
Nice.
just have land.
2/3. All right.
Go ahead.
I will go to 10. Fortunately, I don't have any other basics.
I swear my phone has been dry all summer, and now the day I'm filming, or I'm streaming with you, is the most popular I've been.
Oh,
quite
of
some
course.
while. I'm just
Always
like,
how it
thanks,
goes.
thanks every company on the planet.
You're in like a group chat and it's just going nuts.
Yeah, it's more so I've got like 3 people texting me and like the normal, hey, this is not a real phone call you get in Texas currently.
That's most of my.
I get a lot. I get so many, like especially when I'm teaching and stuff. Like really? But I guess that's when they pay people to make a bunch of phone calls.
So when I was halfway considering at the end of combat casting this, Force of Vigor to blow up your Void Mirror and your Treasure. But then I was like, well, if I blow up Void Mirror early, you might have another thing to play in your second main phase.
Right.
So I wanted to wait till end turn after all. So I'll blow up both of those.
Float blue. And that does.
Sure.
Blue goes away.
Good.
Alright.
You can't just let people kill your treasure.
Yeah, you
Treasure
got rhinos
Criminals,
now.
yeah.
I have artifact now.
I did
though.
top deck that right as I needed to.
Yeah. I have artifact, which is nice and should help.
And sorcery.
Artifact, sorcery, land, creature.
5/6.
Instant. Do you have a creature?
No, there's no creatures.
So instant land, artifact.
4/5.
Sorcery. Yeah, instant land, artifact, sorcery.
Okay.
4/5 indeed.
Draw. Okay, that's not terrible. It's not good, but it's not terrible. 4/5. 4/5. I'm at 10,
Yes, sir.
so you can swing back for 6.
So far, it could theoretically get worse.
It could always get worse.
Could always get worse. But Goyf continues to grow.
How many cards you got in hand?
3.
I think I do this. Oh no, they don't have haste.
They don't. They came in this turn. Haha.
Except this. I think I still do that. I fetched wrong earlier. Here you go. I guess it doesn't matter.
Man, that just feels wasteful. Shock.
I love it. I love it.
Then we've got to do that. We'll leave 10 up, I guess. Doesn't matter. Well, yeah, it's red. Doesn't matter. We'll terminate a rhino.
Okay.
I guess I could have swung and then gotten fancy if you double blocked, but like whatever. You have how many in hand?
3.
I'm debating on the optimal rude play. I think it's honestly just this. Black, green, red. Sacrifice your most expensive creature.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I just made a mistake. Don't do that. Well, I mean, you can flash in your borrower now, can't you?
I could.
Okay, yeah, if you still want to do that, that's fine.
And then I will swing whatever it is now. You have creature? Okay, you balance me out first.
Yeah. That's why I'm not flashing Embrace and Borrow.
That's fair. And then you would have sacrificed the same thing anyways. So,
The formality.
yeah, I'm just like, I know how this deck works. I guess it's also so you can see all the cards, even though it's pretty...
I mean, there is advantage to that when it's a less known deck.
But like everybody knows. what
Okay,
this
they
deck's
are
like.
in this deck, right?
Sometimes people side one out, and I don't agree with that ever.
No.
Yeah, like I was like sometimes with creativity or whatever, some people take out not creativity. Creativity is the one that is the 3 red mana. I'm thinking of the other one you cascade into and you pick up all your permanents and then you the red one.
The one you just mentioned earlier. Or no, I was thinking Calculated Blast.
Calibrated Blast. Yeah, it's one of the new suspend spells and it's the red one. And
It's the warp one.
yeah, you pick up all your stuff and drop it.
Yeah,
down.
I get
that's
rid of-
that's honestly in my opinion the best version of elementals right now.
Really?
There's a list that's just straight elementals. You have foundation breakers on the side. You play Omnath main board along with all elementals like endurance, fury, all that stuff. And you just pick up all your permanents after you make your crab and your other thing. Oh, and also, even better, the thing that makes 2 treasure, the common from MH2, Shapeshifter or whatever, or it's a thing when
It's 2 treasure.
it ETBs and it makes 2 treasure. It's 5 mana, or you can echo it for 2. or not echo. You can just have it come in for 2, dash, not dash, but whatever the dash equivalent is, where it doesn't swing or anything like that.
Yeah.
And
Evoke.
Evoke. Yeah, you can evoke it for 2. It makes 2 treasure. It goes to your graveyard. And then when it ETBs, it makes 2 treasure as well. So you just Tide Shifter, I think is what it's called.
Oh.
Tide Shaper is what I think it's called. And so that's usually their turn 2. They make 2 treasure. But even when you creativity off the top and you get your crab and you get your Omnath, it's an elemental as well. So that further triggers things.
Just
as
keep
well.
going. All right.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a lot. Crab's seen play again.
All right. Now the question is, how big is Goyf still a 5/4?
I have instant, artifact, land.
And I've got sorcery.
Right.
So it is 4/5. So I'm going to go ahead and double blocks. Mine are now. These come into play, then this does, so they're both 5/4s.
Trade, die. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. For the record, anybody watching, I wouldn't have played as fast and loose with this and not gotten 3 cards if it wasn't for the card in my hand.
What is the card in his hand?
I understand the potential with Riveteer's Charm.
Let's play Blood Moon.
Okay, cool.
I keep having to choose between Blood Moon and like the Violent Outburst. I'm like, the Outburst is still better right now.
Alright, I take my 4.
I'll play Mountain, so go.
Play Mountain as well.
You got nothing but mountains.
It's okay for this card.
Ha! Nice.
Yeah, draw 2. Cycle.
Sure.
Could have been worse too. Good.
Sometimes the ability for Blood Moon just to make all your fetch lands and just a normal land's kind of nice.
Or it's a little bit nice at a certain point in the game where you're like, I really don't need to thin things out anymore.
Yeah. No, I do have more basics. Sweet.
Thanks everybody who jumped in the stream, by the way.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Especially for our first stream. So now I can cast Brazen. Which I forgot this had 2 islands in it.
It was running a lot of blue for a while there, so it could run Archmage Charm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, some of them were. I'll swing 4, because I'm bigger than you. Here you go. I want to say someone made top 8 of the Star City in town.
It's funny, because it was a female Magic player, and my friend
Mhm.
Erin, I was like, oh, look, it's your wife. Or, like, you should go talk to her. She plays Magic and you're single. And then that was the girl that had the top 8, and then he played that list next week. I was like, oh, you're playing your wife's list. But no, she crushed it. She crushed it that weekend, especially because people thought it was too heavy of a card for the deck.
Sure.
And she was like, nah.
Well, and the nice part, I mean, I'm someone who typically plays rogue decks anyway, but always taking a known list and changing just a few cards gives you such an advantage sometimes.
Are you at 1 in hand?
Because no one's going to play around it.
Right.
I have 1 card in hand, yeah.
Swing 4.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I have treasure. I'm on my way to mana fixing.
No land for you, haha.
I had treasure.
So I'm going to have 7 on the board with Brazen.
Brazen. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That's my hand right now. I needed another green to be able to flash in the endurance and block your Brazen.
Oh, yeah.
But with everything going on here, yeah. And so, again, this is a game where everything went kind of ideal for a while, and I think we've shown...
So Blood Moon does have some effect.
Blood Moon is strong, yes. And I think that we also showed that while Jun can beat the Tier 1 deck, things are going to have to go right for it.
It's a
things
rough matchup. Yeah.
might have to go a little wrong for the other deck. And I almost just shoved all these back into my deck. So we're going to put my bolts back.
I don't have to de-sideboard this because I'll just be de-sleeving the whole thing.
Oh, that's
So it doesn't matter. Alright, so we are going to take a break. So a little 5-minute break. And I left the keyboard over there. And we'll have a video for you. And then we will be back. And I will be playing Affinity. 1 match down. It looks like Crash Fall is definitely a bad matchup for you.
not great, but it is survivable, winnable.
But next, I'm going to be playing... Oh, wrong one. Playing Affinity. This one's got one of the new Kamigawa cards. The Patchwork Tauntaun. So it's basically just trying to maximize the amount of card construction getting into play between Urza Saga, Urza himself, only a couple Ornithopters, but a bunch of Springleaf Drums.
Only 2 Ornithopters?
Yeah.
Weird.
Nettle Cyst,
This is so good.
which is essentially just another Urza token.
Yeah, it's strong. Strong card.
So just really making a bunch of 10/10s as fast as it can. With Metallic Rebukes to counter, and you got card draw and Thought Cast and Thought Monitor. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I haven't played this deck at all, but I like the list. Wanted to try it out. Also has a Portable Hole. Is its main removal?
Portable Hole is a annoyingly good card.
Yes, it is. It's
I
quite
can't
strong.
put it any other way than that.
Like, whenever you see your stuff get that, you're like, yeah, that's good.
I'm not doing anything about it unless I draw Beseiju, so
There it goes.
good job. This hand is playable. Okay, I thought it was really bad first, but it got there.
Oh, I forgot how many one-ofs are in this deck because of Urza Saga.
Oh, yeah. You don't really want to see any of them until you're a Saga form.
Yeah, I think I'll keep this though.
Alright, I will...
Go for it. What you got? What you got? Ooh, Blitzing Mire.
That, go ahead. That's all I got.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, I will play a Seacrum Coast and an Esper Sentinel. So anytime Anthony plays a spell, a non-creature spell, he has to pay 1 mana, otherwise I draw a card.
And I will
Or I
fetch-
guess the first one turn.
Is the first one, yeah. So to trigger each time, it'd be unbearable.
I mean, it's still
It's
annoying.
already really good. It doesn't need to be that bad good. Oh, and I am going to 19. I have fetched with my Bloodstained Mire and got an Overgrown Tomb.
What?
Okay. You know, just gen things. Draw. Draw you a card.
Yeah, it's not gonna live long, but
And then I will ping the Esper Sentinel
Yeah.
because I have to. It's honestly probably my favorite piece of removal for Esper Sentinel. Go ahead.
where were you a turn ago? I guess it's still good.
I'm surprised at how few things I'm looking at across the board for me, to be honest with you. Against playing Affinity. Normally I'm like 4 permanents out already.
Yeah, the hand wasn't quite that aggressive. It's still...
No, you still seem to be into some aspects of it, so I expect some permanents to come out now. And
Yeah, like let's say Pithing Needles naming Ren 6.
would it be one of those 1/1s?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And I will go ahead and just play... let's go and play Shadow Spear. Let's go.
Alright. Ren and 6, you're just kind of over there now. We'll do this. I have a turn. Liliana.
Okay.
We can both discard.
Alright.
Oh yeah, she's on 4. Thank you.
That's all right. I will... Ooh, no, maybe I don't. Yeah, I'll go discard this land.
Alright, and then I will pass.
No, I'm not draw. And I will look at that card, and I will think that card is good. And
Ideal.
I will play a land. I will play a Patchwork Automaton.
Can I read it really quick?
Oh,
I know
yeah.
all the things it does. Word 2. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, put a 1/1 counter on Patchwork Automaton. Okay, cool.
And then I also go and realize you're probably just going to make me sack that.
Yes. We most, or you say creature.
Yeah.
I will shock. I will do this correctly because I'm not a fool. Croxa.
Yeah, Crooks resolves. I will go to 3 because I will discard a land. And I will cast Metallic Rebuke using 2 artifacts to improvise it.
So it's just counter.
Counter unless you pay 3.
Alright, well, that'll go there. Go ahead.
Alright, untap. Draw. This is gonna get weird because I'm not drawn very well. I will play Teferi Time Rattler. We're all just planeswalkering it up over here.
Apparently.
What's getting bounced? I see one line of play you can do that. I don't know if it's correct, but I can see you can do it.
Yeah, I can shut down Lily instead of Ren 6.
But then Rendis kills your Teferi.
Yeah. But at this point, you don't have anything relevant land-wise, and you're already at 4 lands. So I could see how that would be the good option. But for the moment, I'm just going to bounce Shadow Spear because I don't want Time Rattler to die. don't you put effort into killing it?
Yeah, that's fair.
I will draw. I will see that it is good and say go.
Alright, draw for turn. You see, now this is tricky.
Tricky.
Cards in hand?
3. And you have 2. Question of, do you want to discard one of them?
Yup.
Goif.
Good.
Artifact creature, land,
Land.
instant,
Planeswalker.
planeswalker. 5/6.
Ugh.
That's why I countered the first one.
That's makes sense.
Michael?
Yeah, you go.
Draw.
Some gem players will always feel like they have to use their ability, and it's just not correct. In my opinion.
I'm at 17. I don't care. It's fine. I'll play Urza Saga.
Sure.
It goes to the first chapter, so I can tap it for mana. Then I will play an Esper Sentinel.
Sure.
And then I will play. Oh, right. Now I have no mana. Then I'll play Spellbomb. Then I'll play Shadow Spear.
So good.
Empty my hand completely. I will plus to Fairy. And then I will say go.
Alright. Spicy. Second creature.
In response, I will bounce a creature to my hand.
That's fine. We can put discard.
Alright, fair. Alright, well, that's the thing.
Let's kill the fairy.
Okay. That seems bad.
Yeah, I had another lily in hand, so I was like, it doesn't seem worth discarding a lily to a lily, and at 2, it's just a piece of removal, so I was like, I'll just leave it out there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Tap. Draw. This goes to the second chapter.
Yeah, there was a Saga is the scariest card on Battlefield.
It is, luckily,
You're already making 4/4s.
I drew Urza himself. So I have a creature I can sack, and the construct is a 1, 2, 3, 4.
4, yeah.
4/4. Here we go. No, I'm stupid. I should have equipped this.
Is it free?
Well, I can tap these, because they can tap for blue mana.
Put it wherever you want, I don't care.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I would have tapped those to.
So I will
So that's a 5/5 lifelinker.
have you second creature.
Okay.
Alright, what do we got in graveyards?
Creature, planeswalker, artifact, instant, land.
So 5/6?
Yeah.
And that's a 5/5?
Yeah.
Alright, it's trampled though, so I should keep something up. Swing Ragavan.
No cards in hand?
No cards in hand.
You already activated Lily.
Mm-hmm.
Don't understand. I'll block?
Gain 5 life.
Yeah.
I'll cast my Crow Stuff.
Ah, okay, that's why.
Yeah, I needed 5 in the graveyard, I didn't have it.
Alright, punt one. Well, actually,
I don't think that's necessarily a punt.
I think that's still
I
better.
think you have to kill the Ragavan, but I'd rather have the body. At this
Yeah,
point.
most of the stuff in my deck are pretty cheap.
Yeah, I just need bigger bodies than a Ragavan because you're going to be making constructs.
Yeah.
So that should ETB and you do 3, I believe?
Yeah, I did. I went up 23 and then.
Oh, that's right. Okay, derp. Yeah, go ahead. But yeah, I was debating swinging the Goif too, but I was like, I honestly would rather have the Goif as a blocker and the Ragavan could just die, whatever.
Okay, I will, in response to the third counter,
Make a dude.
make another construct, and then go fetch.
This is honestly part of the reason I got away from Saga deck after Ragavan got banned. It got, besides the mana fixing being atrocious, when you start adding 3 and 4 drops that have 2 pips and everything like that, not playing your own cards and making dudes after a while got kind of tiresome as a playstyle. Wasn't really ideal. Okay, make a dude. Sweet, I'm gonna get my Ren 6, get this back. I'm gonna be making dudes soon. Not playing a whole lot of cards, which I guess is ideal because you have resources and everything, and I get why that's good. It's not really fun though.
Get a relic.
Good card. I don't play Jund because I'm like, you know what sounds great? Making dudes.
It's fair. It's fair. It's fair.
Making constructs.
All right.
The funny thing is the Dominaria one's actually really rare.
Mm-hmm.
It was like $4 token for a while. Just
Because it was only for a mythic.
Yeah, it's for the Baby Karn.
Yeah.
The original Baby Karn. Before Baby Karn's cousin came in.
I guess they've all been for mythics though. That's for
her.
Urza. Oh, Ursaga's a
Yeah,
rare.
Ursaga's rare, yeah.
Which I had to proxy I thought I owned 3. I could only find one of mine now. I don't know where I took mine. So.
Well, if you want one, I got 2. And I don't want. Well, I have 6 technically, but I have 2 extra.
I might.
They're very much in the
I'm gonna
trade.
play the card I drew because it's an artifact. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So those 7 sevens. This is an 8/8 lifelinker.
Okay. Relic's tricky because you can just crush your own graveyard.
Yeah. So if I do that, this would shrink to a 7/7, which means I wouldn't be able to trade for both of them.
Ah, factual.
So I could pop this, wipe up my graveyard, but there would be an artifact
So it'd still be a
because this still stays in the art.
So it'd still be the old 1/2.
Yes, this would still be a 1/2. So you would have 7/8 in power toughness, and I'd have a 7/7.
I get to keep my gold.
I mean, I'd still get to kill Kroxa. But you're probably gonna lily me and make me sack one of the constructs.
Yeah, especially while you're held in. I don't see the other option. Particularly
Yeah.
useful. I guess you
I'm
could
just gonna say
theoretically
go.
jump card.
I think I just have to wait. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, sack a creature.
Okay.
Not ideal, but
I mean,
it is what it is. And then you have a 7/7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7/7 lifelink. Yeah. So you can't swing very favorably.
Yeah, especially with lifelink. Good. Weird on this here. If I get a K command, we'll do it. Maybe.
All right. Now it's an 8/8.
Sweet.
Here you go.
Put something else in my graveyard. I'll go get the school blood crypt.
Yeah. Maybe I should have swung there since I can regenerate it.
I think with the regeneration, that's not the worst idea in the world. If you regenerate it, is it still equipped?
Yeah.
Alright, we're
It
done.
just gets tapped. It doesn't.
I always view it as not going to the graveyard, coming back when it was supposed to hit the...
No. It gets tapped and removed from combat when it regenerates,
Word. Alright, would you like to cut?
which is usually after it's already been in combat. So.
I do have to admit it. I will let these sleeves get disgusting after a while and just not be clear. It is nice seeing all the final.
Can I just see how they are again?
Yeah, to see all the things looking good. Warms my soul a little bit. I'll take 2. Cast that Thought Season Pass. All more stuff in my graveyard. If you get
Oh,
so
okay,
I
I
want to
was
be able
like-
to recast it.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I will make you remove a card from your graveyard.
I guess get rid of that Thought Season.
No, that's it. And then I will draw. And I will look at this card. And I will see that it is. Okay.
Take it's not a land.
It's not a land.
It's interesting what games go on.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't really expect Affinity Jund to be one of the grindy ones, but if you don't pop off early and I don't kill everything early, it's just like,
Yeah.
just
I'll play another artifact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9.
9/9.
Alright, I think we'll go ahead and start swinging now. Swing with a 9/9 trampler.
Yeah, let's do it. Make it a relic. Don't block.
Okay. So I will pop the relic.
So all exiled,
Everything gets exiled minus the relic. I'll draw a card.
and then I will have 8 blocking and you're 9/9.
So no, now I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.
Sweet, so I don't take damage for these bow tie.
Yeah, because you have 7, 8.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you'll still gain 8, but I don't take any damage.
Why would you double block there, though?
Because you have Relic, and both of my creatures rely on Relic. Like, I can't block with Croxa normally if you just Relic it away. And if I'm going to get...
I guess now you got Crooks, you can build it up again.
Yeah, if I'm going to get Croxa back at all, I have to do that. On top of that, you're already killing me in 2 turns, and I don't have a board state.
Play an Ornithopter Sicko.
So I kind of just need to get stuff going.
You need Colgan's Command.
Not ideal.
No.
Yeah, these last few land draws have been devastating.
As far as, like, momentum.
Play another Ursa Saga.
Oh boy.
Swing for 9.
Yep.
Here you go. 7 to 5. Yeah, the funny part is
And I can see it.
Terminate would actually get around this.
I know, Terminate is pretty sweet. I still run the 1. I have 3 old dwarf foils, but I like...
Alright, I think we have to go ahead and go to Cyber now, 'cause that was a pretty long one.
Yeah, I think it's also the right call in this matchup in particular, because you kind of know what you're going to do.
I've got a lot of 1-ups on my sideboard.
So for me, I'm bringing in Besageu's. I'm probably going to bring in Alpine Moons, going to bring in the K-Command, going to bring in the Force of Vigor. Chalice is interesting. I'm probably not doing it here, because he's not a very 0-drop heavy list. Void Mirror is kind of essentially useless, because he plays colored lands. So Void Mirror is not really that good in this kind of matchup. That being said, Crime Punishment can be very strong, especially when killing constructs and Urza Saga in general. But as Mr. Speck was discussing earlier, I'm trying to bring in 8 cards. So I gotta take out some of
Yeah,
this
how
stuff.
much you dilute it is rough.
So I'm gonna take out stuff if I'm bringing in these particular 8. Stuff to get rid of. I am on the play.
I think I bring in March of Otherworldly Light, another Relic of Progenitus because it's so good, and then 2 Spell Pierce and 2 Forces. Because I want to be able to counter your things that are going to hit my creatures.
That's fair. I am gonna take out my bolts again because they don't really kill a whole lot,
No.
which is unfortunate. And I'm taking out the Blood Raid. You'll notice the Blood Raid comes out a lot because it is a flex slot. It is the easiest card to take out of my deck. Which you might think to yourself, but it's so good and you said you need to gamble. Yeah, sometimes you know the sideboard card's going to be a little more reliable.
I have no idea what to sideboard out of here, though.
Yeah, I've got 5. I've got to figure out the other thing. One thing I like to think about personally when I'm doing sideboard stuff, so right now I'm taking out...
Teferi's actually kind of meh. It's only 1 of.
That's fair. I'm putting in 3 pieces of removal, so taking out 3 pieces of removal is fine. I'm very creature heavy, so taking out 2 creatures for 2... Alpine Moons is fine as well in my book.
Mm-hmm.
Issue now becomes, what do you take out for Vigor? That I guess you count as removal. And Besage is technically a land, but it is also removal. So I think
Importantly, it's removal I can't deal with.
right. So I think I want to keep all my hand hate. As crazy as that is, just because it's really good. I think I take out my endurances, even if you have some stuff that can fly. Just because it's usually better to kill those things anyways.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you might be shaving 4 creatures. I run a lot of creatures. I end up shaving creatures a lot of the time. Man, Ren 6 getting blocked that game was so... That was honestly probably the thing that won you the game faster
really?
than anything else. Yeah, it took away all my card advantage on turn 2.
Oh,
and
that's
Lily's
fair,
a
yeah.
lot more devastating when I'm just drawing cards and getting rid of the same crap over and over again. Like...
I don't want to cut the Ornithopters because that's the only way I really have explosive hands.
Yeah, I'll take out 1 piece of hand hate. 5 is not as good as 6. So we're taking out 3 bolts, 2 blood raid, 2 endurance, and a Thoughtseize. Bring in 2 Besageu's, a Force of Vigor. Crime Punishment, which also serves as 2 green things if I need to pitch for Force of Vigor, Alpine Moon, and K Command. I took out 4 green things technically, so having more green things come in for if you have to do the tricky way as opposed to the hard cast of Force of Vigor is always nice.
I'm going to take out a Teferi, the Moonsnare prototype, 2 Thought Casts, and then just cut down on the Patchwork and
I mean, Teferi's a pretty good card against me. Why do you choose that one?
Is it?
Yeah.
It bounces, one thing.
It bounces Goy, it gives you card advantage because you just keep doing stuff, and it makes it so I can't bolt things, I can't push things on my turn, or on your turn. I have to I can't do combat tricks. I
I'm
have
not
to literally.
too worried about that. It's only a 1-up anyway.
That's fair.
It wasn't...
It's not built around it. It's not control or anything.
I'd rather have the things that are just going to counter your removal.
Fair.
In the first place.
Spell Pierce is like an oddly annoying card. Spell Snare is one of those cards where I'm just like, did this card specifically?
And you have multiple ways to... If I minus it, the amount of ways you have to deal 1 damage.
Fair.
You can Ren and 6 it, you can... I don't know if you remove bolts, but...
I see what you're saying.
Call against command can finish it off.
You have 2K commands now.
Yeah.
Man, this Death Shuffle nice, I gotta say.
So few K commands. That's what I found weird as well when I was looking at your list.
One main, one side, because
Yeah.
Charm kind of took up the slot. You can only have so many
Oh,
3
that's
drops.
fair. Okay, I guess Charm took
Some
it
people
back.
were doing no K commands, and I think that's wrong. 'Cause
Artifacts are still... Hammer Time's still very prominent.
I see so much unlicensed hearse. I hate that card. I don't hate that card because I think it's too strong necessarily, although I think it is a little too strong. I hate that card because it should not be a colorless card.
Right.
That should be 1 black and 1 colorless, and it'd be fine. But Graveyard Hate is not should be available for everybody.
I can't keep this.
You love to hear it.
One land, it comes into play tapped.
Dude, when you look down at your Jund hand and your one land is like your Besage, you're just like, this had so much potential and you ruined it. You ruined it for me. The ones that get you in trouble is your one land fetch land, but you have a Ren 6 and a Ragavan, and you're like, this will totally work out, and then it just doesn't. Ragavan dies.
All it takes is one removal spell and you're just stuck.
It's one removal spell and you don't draw a green red.
I was playing against, I was playing Pioneer and played against 3-color. Not 3-color, mono green. In game 3, you just played a 1-drop elf, killed it. Turn 2, played another one, killed it. Never found a 3rd land.
Yeah, it's just like, well, guess I'm not elfin.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, that was one of the things that you learn. Like, elf is an interesting matchup as an example for Thoughtseize Death. Early on, I thought you had to take your champions and your things like that. No, you take the I want to say Yanawar elf because I grew up in Texas. And I see a double L, and I see.
I mean, so did I, and I still say Llanowar.
Somebody said that on Reddit, what is your absolute hot take on Magic? And somebody said, I showed the game to my Spanish friend, and he kept calling him Yanawar elves, and I refused to hear it any other way. I was like, yes, I'm validated. There's somebody else out there. But, yeah, you take the Llanowar elf because that's their ramp, and that's what makes everything awful. If they get to a champion without all the ramp, it's really not that good.
Alright, this is slow, but I'll keep it.
Let's go. Oh, yeah, my bad.
I won.
Let's go. I will play the Proving Ground tapped.
Alright.
Triumph. Ass looking.
Alright, that's a little bit stronger. Just do that. Yeah, we're still good. I'll just play a Razor Tide Bridge, Artifact Land, blue. Light blue. Here you go.
Verdant, we will fetch. I will get a Stomping Grounds, and then I will play Ren 6. And I'll get back that Verdant.
Alright.
Let me find the Stomping Grounds. Verdant and ring hits or die, and you're good to go.
Alright. Play Flood Strand. Play a Sprinkler Drum. Say go.
It's so funny when people that haven't played Magic in a while talk about fetches, and they're like, Windswept Heaths cost what now? Like, that was the cheap one.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I feel it. I feel it too. We will do that. We will. Options. And we'll do this. Dash and Ragavan.
Yeah, it's the thing.
Swing for 2.
Yeah, take 2.
Treasure.
Ha-ha! It'll land.
Is it an artifact?
No.
It's not even an artifact. It's not even useful. Darn. In that case, I will fetch.
Okay.
I'm going to get a...
Did you dash the Ragavan?
I did. It's going to bounce back to my hand, but it's
Okay.
not the end of turn yet. This is where I'm at with that. I'm going to get a Shock tapped. That give me 2 red, 2 green, 2 black? Yes. Okay, that gives me everything. Alright, then we will uptick. Put this in my hand. Turn will end. I'll put that in my hand. And it is all you.
And turn. I will go to 17. Go to Howled Fountain.
Springleaf Drum is one of those innocuous cards. You're like, oh, that's not that, and then you realize it's part of the engine that runs you over with the card.
Yeah.
It's a big part of the
So,
engine.
so this deck list seems ever so slightly less explosive. Like there's not a lot of turn 1 to go
It
nuts.
seems a little
It's
safer.
turn 2 and 3
Yeah.
is more where it tends to explode.
Yeah, it seems like a slower start, but a safer resolution.
Yeah. You have a much better long game.
And then if you would like to cut, it's all good.
just had a force to happen more than anything. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Wait, real quick.
Yep.
Okay, I don't have to discard.
All
Just
right.
make
Oh, yeah.
I'm at 7.
Draw.
Ragavan gets tricky when it bounces back to your hand sometimes. You're like, oh, I have too much stuff.
All right. I will play a Nettlecyst. It's a living weapon, so it makes a germ.
Okay.
I'll use these. I did not make a germ token. But then the token gets +1/+1 for every artifact and enchantment I control. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 4/4.
Okay.
Here you go.
I'll fatal push the germ.
I'll allow it.
That goes away. This goes away. I draw. You have how many in hand?
4.
That's more than one would like.
I disagree.
Same turn.
Mm-hmm.
Dash monkey.
Dash the monkey. Dash the monkey.
Sure.
Cast an
why
ornithopter.
not? Why not? It's one of those. Why not? And then uptick ran on nothing.
Yeah, that's relevant.
Blue. Red black. Destroy target artifact. Have you discard a card?
Okay.
What's the ideal play? What's the
Just put a land.
lands? Yeah, you'd have to have 1 mana to do that.
Yeah.
And then that'll pop.
Yep.
And good.
All right. Play a land.
I guess I could have just popped Nettlecyst and the germ would have just died.
3.
Theoretically. But then I couldn't have gotten rid of the, yeah, I'm debating on in my head. I could have killed the Nettlecyst and the germ would have just died with the K command, but then I don't get rid of the drum. Which is also problematic. Is it the man himself?
No, it is a thought monitor.
Oh.
Tap me out and I draw 2.
Yep.
I already played a land for the turn. Let's say go.
It's a 2/2.
Yep. It's a little too vulnerable, unfortunately.
I'm over here thinking like, dang, it's a whole 2/2. It's a little too strong right now.
I guess you can't rent and 6 it, but
Well, it's more important. I can't dash through it. I can't keep dashing through it. Doesn't mean I can't try. We'll dash.
I should be at 15 already. Because you hit me again last
Yeah,
time.
I did twice.
So I'm not blocking.
Didn't expect
You
it.
can take my welding draw.
I mean, it's free.
Yeah.
I have all these artifacts. Guess I'll go to 7 on Ren. I guess that's why you didn't block.
Yes. That's exactly why.
That's fair. We'll do that. And good.
Untap. Play land. This should be in your hand, yeah?
Oh, you are correct. Probably my most common misplay after MHU. Forgetting to put the monkey back in my hand.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's play Patchwork Automaton.
Okay.
And then I will play Portable Hole.
Okay.
Put a counter on this guy and remove your run 6.
Yeah, that's good. It's been hold.
Haha! I don't care if you block. So I will swing for 2. And so go.
I'll push here.
Cost has ward 2.
I'll push there.
It's fine, you just gotta work for it.
No, for sure. It gets big. I know that card. It's gonna kill me sooner rather than later. That's a good draw. Okay, now that makes it worth it. Alright, so we need that and that. Punishment for 1. Gets rid of that. I think that's it.
Yeah.
So I get Ren back.
That's fine. You got to start over from scratch at least.
So Ren's at 3.
Pulls up these two as well.
No, it's not everything with less. Just right with converted mana cost.
Oh, okay.
They're 1. It's EE.
It's not Pernicious D. That's right.
Yeah.
It's not as good.
I kind of like
because it's
I kind of like it better as EE because then you can target certain things as opposed to killing all your own stuff.
sure.
You have how many in hand?
2.
Oh, I can do that. I'm so dumb. Okay, derp.
I mean,
Here we go. Legendary creature. Beside you here. Go get you a land.
yeah.
I will uptick. I'm gonna get this back. I'm gonna fetch as well. So
Ooh, I get basic land tight.
yes, you can get fancy with it. I'm personally gonna get a forest.
This is the first time I've ever been Besagered, so.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm gonna get a forest, so I have potential to sage you again.
One in the graveyard. That's not my. I thought there were 3 Howling Fountains in this list. I guess I was wrong.
And the artifact lands are all indestructible, so I cannot do cool things to them.
Well, I guess the artifact lands would do
Do well against that foolish. Was that silly?
That was a very good Besageon.
Ah, yeah. I need.
I have no, I have no targets.
Ooh, in that
They're all in
case,
play already.
you have no targets. We'll get rid of that hollowed fountain as well.
In response, I will march your Ragavan.
Okay. That makes it so that Besage is going to cost me more. That was the whole reason I played the Ragavan, was just so it cost
I know,
me
I
less.
know.
Yeah, it's so good. Besageru is a card they released in Magic the Gathering.
It's pretty strong.
The thing is, the cycle's not bad necessarily either. Like, sometimes there'll be like the cycle where one's only good and the rest are bad. Like the rest of the cycle's pretty good.
Yeah.
4 damage, get a thing back, creature or planeswalker. 2 1/1s I think is the worst one personally, and then the bounce one. All you.
Right.
Are you gonna untap that March?
I was gonna tap it. Alright, that's not terrible. Urza Saga.
Darn.
Here you go.
I'm gonna get those. My killer's a saga.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't get out of this loop, it's gonna be.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I was like, do I have to draw Relic.
Yes. Go ahead. And keep in mind I added 2 copies of this to my board.
Oh, I know. Here you go.
We'll fetch. Go down 1. Get a legal target. That's a legal target.
Yeah, this is bad. This is bad.
Some people are trying to say Ren 6 should be banned, and I'm just like, what?
It's very. I put it in probably the same categories I put Ragavan. It's very strong. They may have made it a little too strong. I don't think it's bannable.
Yeah, it's not Legacy or Wasteland and people every turn.
No.
There it made a lot of sense. I didn't uptake my thing. No, yeah, I did, because I got
Yeah,
my
had to
Besage back
them.
last turn, yeah. Okay, now it's actually... Are you kidding me right now?
Always. I'm always kidding.
I was meant to say, now I'm going to actually start winning this game, and I realized that's just not accurate.
Oh, did you think you had Crooks in there?
I thought I had a creature in there, so I can't do something with this besides that and discard a card. I was going to honestly think about leaving that alone.
Counter it?
Yeah, that's good. Then I
I was like, no reason to discard this.
Besage you,
Uh-huh.
and then I guess we kill this because
Yeah.
I want to protect the loot. And go ahead.
Come on, Urza.
Alex said,
I'm just going to crack Relic now.
That's ideal, yeah. I think that's the call. And then you drop that?
And draw, yeah. Should tap correctly. Okay, here you go.
That's easy.
No!
I had to
I drew Urza.
1, 2, and then that goes away.
Okay, well, at least you don't have a win condition yet in your graveyard.
I can Thoughtseize a lot.
Yeah, that's true. This is true. So here's a.
That's not ideal.
Here you go.
Draw.
Come on, Saga.
That's better. We'll uptick.
Mm-hmm. Did you actually get something back with that uptick?
No, I can't. I was just.
Oh, right.
So, I
That's
can,
what it is,
so I
yeah.
can have a Ren 6 after
I mean, okay, fine. Play correctly.
We will Lily and we'll both discard.
Okay.
Good.
Goes chapter 2. I will play a patchwork.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go.
So when it regenerates, does it regenerate with all its stuff on it?
What regenerates?
Like when anything regenerates. Like if it had 1/1.
Yeah, yeah. All it happens is it becomes tapped and it's removed from combat.
Okay. Oh, it's whenever you cast.
Yeah, it's not gonna get bigger from the Urza tokens.
Oh, I'm paying them.
Ward.
How much is it?
2.
I'm always going to forget that.
Okay, it's
Thank you
good.
for reminding me.
Yeah, good,
Because
good.
I'm going to constantly forget that.
It was either I hold on to it and you make me discard it, or I go ahead and cast it.
Alright, we'll dash a monkey.
Okay.
We can both discard. We'll swing said monkey.
I will make an Urza token.
Alright, how big is it?
1, 2, 3. 3.
Response. I'll regenerate it.
Okay.
Doesn't it come tapped? If you regenerate something, isn't it tapped after that?
No. It puts a regeneration shield on it,
But
but it doesn't actually. It's not until it actually regenerates that it gets tapped.
I see what you're saying. Okay. In that case, ping. And go ahead. Misplay.
This goes chapter 3. I will pay the 2, make another one. And then find something called Pithing Needle.
Sure, what's your
Ren
call?
6.
Wait.
Play a Darkstale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Swing at Lily for 6.
Yeah, we're generated, so I have
Yep.
that, and that goes to your graveyard.
Yep.
I did it correctly.
Here you go.
I'm learning. Artifacts aren't my things, guys. I had to learn a little bit during the Saga days, but they ain't really my dealio. Okay, that was a great draw.
This has been a much grindier match than I thought it would be.
I think I just let you keep the Pithing Needle.
Did you draw the other Besaju? Oh, okay.
0. So that,
Oh, yeah.
that and that go to your graveyard.
Definitely.
And then uptick here.
Yep.
I'll get rid of those lands somehow. Go ahead. Can't get them all.
Go.
Okay, that's a really good draw. Alright, we'll Lily ult on that note. Alright, so Lily ult.
You're showing -6.
Yeah, she might 6.
Alright.
Yeah, and then her piles are going to be Pithing Needle, this land, and this land. No, I don't want to do that, because that encourages you to keep those. We're going to do those 3 lands versus Pithing Needle and these 4 lands. Well, that's not great either now that I think about it.
I have enough lands that it
I actually kind of like this pile better, because keeping you on... we'll do this, actually. I think that's the ideal pile. You either have a bunch of land, or you have no color and a Pithing Needle.
I don't know if I can beat a Ren 6 emblem though.
Especially with Crime and Punishment, just chilling.
Yeah. I think I have to take that pile.
Alright, and we will uptick.
Yep.
And
They can uptick.
I didn't. Oh, you're right. I forget the thing was still out there. You kept it. God damn it. I was thinking to take the other pile. Go ahead.
Here you go.
Alright, end of turn. I'm going to exile top 3 cards in my library.
Okay. Oh wow! Draw mode.
Yeah, well, I guess one of those is good. I think about
You
it.
can't channel from your hand.
Oh, you can't. You're right. Oh, you can't channel
It's,
from
it's
exile.
only discarded from your hand.
You're right. Alright, well, we'll draw.
Hey, it's better than drawing those for 3 turns, I guess. Because channel says discard card from your hand, so you cannot do it from exile.
Cannot cast that yet. Fetched. Fetched. I still have the less cool looking Blood Crypt, so we'll go with one of those for turn. And I can't cast this card yet.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, I'm just going to cast it now. Urge Saga.
Okay.
I was tempted to call it on those and I could start destroying them, but I was like, no, it's not.
You don't want to give me color.
That's why I wasn't going to play it. And then these two will go exile, exile.
Okay.
River Tears Charm, you could have been cooler, but I guess you got rid of land, and I have more than abundance of that now.
Here you go.
Alright, we'll fetch and go get that other Blood Crypt. Go to 10. Hey, there it is. Pithing Needle is a magic card. Nurturing Peatland would not be cool, because I still can't use Marine 6 now that I think about it.
Well, you still draw. I mean, you'd rather draw an actual spell.
I think I'd rather draw a card, yeah. Go ahead.
Alright.
Actually, I'm going to keep that in hand. I don't
Here you
think
go.
I don't think I have any targets.
Just need another land. I don't even care what it is. Say that, don't come and play tapped. I know.
Should have played this. Darn. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to have to get rid of it either way. I use that red. We'll use the green, red, red. Pyro.
Yep.
Discard, draw 2. Liliana.
Yep.
We can both discard.
Yeah.
Pitch that. And I'm good on that note. That was a pretty ideal turn, I guess.
Here you go. To 11.
Good.
Go.
We can both discard. Remember earlier when we said, wow, this is a grindier matchup than people expect. Look at my graveyard in exile versus your graveyard in exile. It's just like, oh my goodness.
It's a little ridiculous.
Good.
Go.
Alright, we will both discard.
Sure, I'll discard Nurse Saga.
I'll get rid of a Terminate. That's what I was keeping back, so I had a thing to get rid of whatever. Swing.
Go to 7.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, comes and play tapped.
There you go. I'll exile 3.
Okay. Alright, Roger Cherum.
Another Besager, are you kidding me? The 2 Goyfs, I guess, makes it work.
Okay, well that's yeah.
Alright, my turn.
Yeah.
Draw. Alright, we're gonna Lily ult.
Okay, that's game.
Yeah, I was just saying those 2 miles. Alright, that was game 2.
I still think if I'd chosen the other pile, I would have been dead faster.
I think so as well, because real talk, even if you have a little bit of interaction and stuff like that, my Ren 6 is just going to tear through you.
Alright, I don't think we have time for a third game for that one if we're going to play the third match. Next, I will be playing Infect. Just a black-green Infect. One of the reasons it's been going to black is Friction Crusader is quite spicy. Being protection from red and white gives you a lot of outs from the removal of the format. Against Jund, you've got Tarmogoyf, and otherwise have protection from... Well, I guess you have Fatal Push.
I can also make you sacrifice it.
Yes.
Because it's usually going to be your most expensive creature.
Oh, well, because you play River Tears Charm, yes.
Yeah.
But against most normal removal, like I'll hopefully have like a Hierarch or something like that to sack. Against Lilianas.
Yeah.
Although because lilies are way less popular, this deck does not have Dryad Arbor.
Ah, interesting.
Because
especially in just 2 colors, it's very interesting.
Yeah. But I suspect it's just because lilies become way less popular. So that doesn't feel like it's needed. This does have the spiciness of having it's like Gem Rays something. I forget. It's from Ikoria. It's the mutate 4/4 trample, blows up an artifact or enchantment.
Oh, Gem Razor, I know exactly.
Yeah, it plays 1 main deck and 3 in
Interesting.
the sideboard. Another than that, it is play an Infect creature and make it big. Pretty straightforward. I haven't played Infect in forever, so I thought I'd try out. I purposely chose a tier 1, a tier 2, and a tier 3 to play, kind of like an F&M.
I like that.
We'll never know what you're going to face. Alright, so, And grab this one. Give it a couple shuffles, and I guess I get to go first this time.
Yeah, go for it.
You destroyed me.
Besage Loop is really good against artifacts.
Yeah, weird. I
Yeah,
know
crazy.
it down.
Especially when you said the dreaded, oh, I don't have anything to find. I was like, oh, okay. That makes this substantially
Yeah, I
better.
thought it had 3 Hound Films. Maybe it only has 2. That or I misplaced one somewhere.
You have to say we didn't leave any on the table this time.
No, not this time.
This has been a perfect stream.
Yeah.
You guys have seen no mistakes.
All going to plan.
I played everything correctly.
No. Yeah, there's definitely
I like to
two
say I'm a good enough player that I notice half the mistakes I make.
There you go.
And as always, while streaming, that means you're going to make twice as many mistakes as normal.
That's fair. The best example that I've ever seen is 2 friends from the old shop, Trevor and Umberto, were playing. Umberto was on Merfolk, which we know our friend Trevor is very versed in.
Yes.
And Umberto was playing his turn, and Trevor was like, "You should have done this."
It's that once you pile the deck enough times.
Oh yeah, and he's part fish at this point.
I do love his playmat, the 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish.
That was one of those decks that if you want to make really expensive, you can make it really
This is true.
expensive.
7th edition foils, which I didn't realize.
First foil printing.
Not only that, but it's the reasons why the foils are so expensive is there's only 1 or 2 per box.
Yeah, and like foil basics from that set are not pricey.
No.
You think like somebody saw my deck and they're like, "Oh, foil this, foil that."
But
Like you have foil
any
edition
other
basics.
foil is.
Oh yeah, they're crazy. But like, you think the first printing of foil basics would be more expensive? They're just not.
Yeah. But for most of the rest of the set, though, it's because it's all brand new artwork that only exists in that set.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of cool cards too.
Oh, I'm not sure if any of those artworks have been used in other sets, even. So.
Mask. I'd have to look through Mercadian Mask and think about it.
Yeah.
I want to open a pack of that one day. I've never done that.
All right.
All right, did you cut?
Sure. Did again.
All right, start us off, sir.
Yeah. Basically, this deck kind of functions like Boggles in the fact that, like, if I have an Infector, I keep it, unless, of course, I have no land.
Yeah, I think I have the what's the black creature called?
The black creature?
The Infect.
Friction Crusader.
Yeah, I think I have the best piece of removal for it in my hand.
This also plays Plague Stinger, which is the flying.
Interesting.
Infector.
That'll be
Especially if you're playing that over the blue unblockable one.
Charlotte's Agent.
Yeah. Not Charles Agent. That's the Cascade one.
Another agent. Blighted Agent.
Yes.
There we go. Too many agents.
Yeah, I want to try this one just because it's only the 2 color. Most of the ones that are playing 3 color now don't play any of the spell pierces or any of that anymore.
It's just the guy.
It's just the unblockable, which unblockable is very good.
I remember the green blue white were in there for a while. It was spicy because you could play Teferi, you could play
Oh, Teferi's gonna stop. Yeah,
and all
yeah.
kinds of weird stuff.
So you can do all the combat tricks and they can do nothing about them.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I keep this. What do I get rid of though? Guess I get rid of that. Yeah. All right, I will take 2 damage. The Overgrown Tomb and play Noble Hierarch, which has Exalted and can tap for green, white, or blue. Here you go.
I'm gonna fetch. I'm gonna get a Blood Crypt and I'm gonna Inquisition. That was the piece of removal I was talking about.
Oh, I have an Ink Moth Nexus, Become Immense, which you can't choose, Mutagenic Growth, or a Plague Stinger.
I'm gonna do the Plague Stinger because that says Infect on it.
It does indeed.
And the rest of those things are in your hand. Yeah. Also, just fun little fact for any Infect or anybody watching right now, don't try and up your Noble Hierarch and beat people to death with it unless you see the win. I've seen people try and do it and they get to like 7 life on me and then they just stay stuck.
I mean, it's certainly possible.
It's possible, but don't do it turn 3.
No. You don't need to. It's one of those things where, like, especially because a lot of players will, when they're playing against it, not care about their life total because they know they're trying to infect them, and so sometimes they'll take a lot more shock damage.
Yeah.
So then maybe you might be able to come out of nowhere and do
But
it.
it's definitely not an early game play.
No. Like, I'm still probably going to do it now if I have nothing else to do.
That's fair.
That's tapped, right?
Okay. Is it worth doing that versus just playing your Ink Moth and doing it next turn with your Ink Moth?
Well, but, like, if I had nothing else to do, why not swing for 1?
Oh, swing for one's fine.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
I was talking about making it become a men's
No, no,
stuff.
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
That's where we're on different page. Yeah.
Yeah.
You swinging for one's fine. Yeah, might as well.
No. I will play a Plague Stinger,
That's a thing.
and I don't.
I think you can swing for one. It doesn't hurt anything. You're not playing any other cards.
Yeah, well, it's whether like say you play Ren 6. Do I want to spend the mana to cast Mutagenic Growth to save it, or do I want to take 2 damage to save it? That's the only question. Versus
yeah, it's fair because my life total's not really. what
versus
we're going
swinging for 1.
for. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So at this point, I'll go ahead and just say go.
That makes sense. That all makes sense. Shock.
Yeah. See, look how much damage taken.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, they'll usually block the higher card.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You're tapped out. That's good to know. Okay, got through that.
You get the 10.
Commitments is a little ways away still. I will play another Inkmoth Nexus.
Okay. How much does Become Immense cost?
6.
Oh,
That's +6/+6. I'll go ahead and activate the first one. Well, maybe not. No, because I'll get the same amount of damage, so I won't do that. I will just swing for 2 in the air.
How are we marking Infect?
Actually, I think.
2 in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Alright.
Need to get different colored dice.
That changes things. Okay.
Goif is a 3/4. There's Ren's.
Ping.
Yeah, it's fine. I have 2 Inkmoth Nexuses. I don't really mind. I don't want to waste Mutagenic Growth just to save it.
That's fair.
Or I have 2 other Infectors.
I have Sorcery Land. You have Creature.
Yeah, so it's 3/4.
3/4.
So I go to 15.
And I'll pass.
Okay, I will draw. I will look at the card. I will see the card that does things and go, I will then go ahead and just play Besage You because you don't really have any
Yeah, it's whatever.
artifact or enchantments that are relevant. I will activate Inkmoth Nexus
Sure.
and swing for 2. There you
4i.
go. And then I'll say go.
I'll fetch. I need.
Good chance Ren 6 is just going to kill Noble here. And I'm kind of okay with that. So you're at 14.
Yes, sir. Become Immense Mutagenic Growth. Is there not a way to make to make Become Immense cost less?
Yeah, it's got Delve, but
Delve,
it's
okay,
it's. I have only 2 cards in my graveyard, so
That's what I thought it was. I was like, there's no way they play a 6 mana card in Infect.
no,
That would be.
no. But when you cast it for like 1 or 2, it's so strong. So currently, if I cast Mutagenic Growth, this can cost 3.
Yeah, we'll ping.
Yep. All right. So now it can cost 2.
Swing 3, I guess.
Yep. I go to 12.
Go ahead.
Okay. Someone's got multiple removal spells. Is what I'm anticipating. Draw. So you could have Bolt. You could have Riveteer's Charm. You could have Kolgan's Command. You could have Fatal Push. Fatal Push is probably the most annoying because it only costs 1, and I have no way to like get bigger than it.
Pretty cool card.
Yeah, you're at 4 though. I mean, obviously we just go ahead and. Gonna activate Inkmoth Nexus.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna activate Inkmoth Nexus.
Okay.
Swing both of you.
Sacrifice your most expensive creature.
Yeah.
I'll take 1.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, you can make it bigger. Take 3.
Because you just played instant, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take 2, and make it 3.
So I'll go to 7.
Yeah. And I'll say go.
Okay.
Okay.
10.
Yeah. So now it is a 4/5.
Mm-hmm. acquisition.
You get a Might of Old Corrosa,
That.
which basically could give the creature +4/+4 on my turn.
I'm gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fetch.
Okay. So,
Land, instant, sorcery,
creature.
4/5. Yeah.
Go to 6. That's great.
Well, actually,
That's in the graveyard.
I am debating doing something real quick.
You want to pump it up bigger?
Oh no, it's not that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll fetch.
Okay. Go to 13.
This technically puts me in top deck danger, but I think it's still the ideal play. No, actually, we'll leave it there, and I will pass.
Okay. I was about to say 2 cards save me. Was that one of them? I will play an Ignoble Hierarch.
Okay.
And you have how many cards in hand? 4. The chance of you having a removal spell is just way too high, so I have to say go.
Okay.
Gotta wait till I find one of my protection spells.
Ping.
Yep. Can make you use it at least.
Really? We can both discard.
Okay.
And. Goif.
I got a 4.
I'm down. I'm gonna just one. Go ahead. Forgot how low your life was.
Yeah, pretty low. You got it.
I had both those in hand. I could have cast a Blood Ray, just one.
Oh.
I was doing all this very precise, well, he can't crack back if I do this, and then keeping my fatal push up, and I was like, wait, I had the victory on too. But yeah, as far as modern decks that are staples go, I think Jund is one of the worst matchups for Infect.
Oh yeah, you just have tons of removal. I also just didn't draw any of my 8 protection spells.
Right.
Luckily, I get to add in 3 Veil of Summers.
It's true.
The Gem Razor is not great. Bloodchief's Thirst actually isn't too bad against you.
I think it's
Give
a
you
really
a
good
brand
card.
6.
It's a really good card if you
So
don't have a
2 of
ton of
those.
options for other stuff.
I think that's all I'm going to add, though. I'll take out the Gem Razor.
I think I'm gonna add these 3.
Most of your kill spells are going to kill through mutagenic growth,
Yes.
so I think I will take those out.
It's also probably your worst pump spell.
Yeah, I mean, it's got the nice surprise factor.
It does.
Or just the, like, it's one more spell, and you don't need the mana for it.
True. Most Infect players say that's usually the first one they take out.
Yeah.
Which
But there's
makes
only
sense.
3 in the deck, so it's...
There you go. Gem Razor.
I'm not taking... Yeah.
It's one of the guys.
You don't
that
have any
cards.
artifact or enchantments that are relevant.
I could be really rude and bring in like. Oh duh! I do have an actual card I need to bring in. I can bring in those. What am I doing? I almost didn't bring in my Alpine Moons.
Yeah, they're pretty good against
They're
Igloth.
pretty important. Yeah. I was tempted to bring in Chalices. Just call Chalice on 1 and shut down a lot of the deck. I think that's.
It does, actually, yeah.
I don't think that's actually good though, because then you can just beat me to death on any combat.
Oh, that's fair. I think I'll just take out 1 Might. 1 Might of Okrosa.
Where you at, buddy? You're in here, there you go. Billy's a cool card. Yeah, I'll take out one of those. Another nice thing about running Blood Ray Dells is I never feel bad cutting one.
Sure.
It's just like, okay.
It's always weird, you're like, oh, I love having cards in my deck I can immediately side out.
Yeah, it's like, it is the extra card.
That's usually my rule. If I play a big tournament and there's 1 card I side out every matchup, I like, so does this need to be in my main deck?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely kind of feel that way with Blood Ray as well. I stand by the, I'm going to need a little bit of luck in some matchups factor.
Yeah. It's got your late game catch up kind of
Mentality, yeah. I mean, there's one.
It's just funny considering it was banned in Modern for so long.
So is Stoneforge, and oh my god, it's killed the format.
I mean, Stoneforge at least is still seeing heavy play.
Oh, it's good,
Yeah.
but it's not like.
But Bloodbraid
Stoneforge.
came back and went, I'm not even playable.
Jund was cool for a while. Jund was sweet. Jund is just not as sweet anymore. We need a new black card. Black has fallen behind white majorly in the last like 4 or 5 sets
Okay.
because there's prismatic ending,
So prismatic ending is just
prismatic ending, portable hole. They also got March. Like, there's so many different pieces of white removal that are cheap and good.
Mm-hmm.
And black hasn't gotten anything.
And Esper Sentinel's a really good one
Esper
drop.
Sentinel's a really good card. Like, what's the last card black got? Grief if you play it. It's not that good. Voidwalker.
Yeah, Voidwalker and Torok's not bad.
Turok's not.
Torok's also really good because it has pro white.
Yeah, that's hugely important, hugely important on that card.
At first, I was always like, why? I think it's pro white and like doesn't Yawgmoth have pro humans or something like
Yeah.
that? Like weird little things that happen occasionally.
Yeah, I mean, Yawgmoth's pretty spicy.
That card was $9 for forever.
Mhm.
It's one of those ones where you're like,
Just
why?
took a while for people to figure out how to build it. I'll keep this.
Commander people figured out how to build it real quick.
Yeah.
And then Modern was like, huh? This costs 4. It's bad.
Oh, toolbox. Okay, I can just tutor for it.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. Here we go. Let's do the spiciness. Pendlehaven into a Noble Hierarch. Here we go. Thoughtseize doesn't care about his life total. Overgrown Tomb and Nurturing Peatland. Your choices are Plague Stinger, Vines of Vastwood, Vines of Vastwood.
Plague Stinger?
Yeah,
That's a weird one. Go ahead.
that's one that's played over the unblockable.
Yeah. I knew that. I was more so just like, I didn't expect to see 2 vines.
Okay. I will play an Overgrown Tomb tapped, and I will swing for 1. And you're at 17.
Oh, you're right. Thoughtseize is a
Yep.
thing.
Here you go.
I'll fetch.
All right.
I think that's the correct call. Double check.
More black. I guess you could have Lily, so maybe it's fine.
We'll go green or red, actually. I was debating it further, like seeing what fixing I actually need right now.
Yeah.
We'll go that.
Yeah, Vines is what I need the last game.
Yeah. The hexproofy. Does that one give hexproof?
Yes. The first, its initial ability is hexproof, and if you kick it, it's +4/+4.
Word. That's right. How much does it cost to kick?
1.
So
1
it's-
green.
So 2 normal, 3 to kick?
1 normal, 2 to
2
kick.
kick. Okay, good. Good to know.
It's quite strong. Tarmo.
Very good. Is hammer just better, in fact?
Yeah.
Pretty much. I'm glad we've all kind of come to that consensus.
I will play a Nurturing Peatland. I will take 1 damage and play Friction Crusader, which I drew last turn, but since I played Pendlehaven turn 1, I couldn't cast it
Fair.
because I paid for my hubris. But then ooh. So your main way to kill Crusader is push.
Crusader? Oh, it's red white. Yeah, push would be a good option, yeah.
Push. Lily, I can sack the Hierarch. I can't deal with River's Charm, I'll just have to sack it, period.
It's just a hot card. So hot right now.
Push, you'd have to play a fetch land.
Yes. Or lose something, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just take go.
So is he threatening to pump your dude into my gourd?
No.
Eh. This card?
I was considering whether or not I should play another creature.
Thoughtseize.
Okay. Should play.
um,
Glistener Elf. 1/1 Infect.
I'll take a pump spell.
Okay. So you're at 15.
Shock. Let's make 13.
13.
Croxa.
Oh. Discard the Glistener Elf.
Yeah. I'm trying not to
Pump spell's really good.
trying not to get infected to death.
About that. How
Okay,
bad?
creature, sorcery,
It is
land.
still a 3/4.
Creature, sorcery, land. That's it.
Yeah.
No
And
instant.
I have a 3/3 first strike.
No, you have an instant because that's an instant.
Oh, it's yes.
So instant creature, sorcery, land. He's
So
a 4/5.
4/5.
Yeah. I was like, Vines is a sorcery? That doesn't make any sense. It would be pretty mid.
I will swing with a first strike 3/3.
No blocks. If you got 7, you got 7.
3/3.
I can see 9 realistically. 7 seems a little harder.
Save 3.
Okay.
Here you go.
Untap. I draw. Shock.
Yeah, the first strike on an infect creature is really nice.
Yeah, we will bolt Noble.
Okay. Think I know what's about to happen.
Let's have you. Should I have done that way? Yeah, no, we're gonna do it this way. Have you discard a card and make Krogs it back?
Oh. But you're tapped out.
Right.
I'm going to sack Nurturing Peatland in response.
Sure.
Draw a card. And I'll discard a forest.
And I'll pass.
Alright, now how big is it?
Land, instant, sorcery, creature. 4/5, I think.
So still 4/5, so it's still not trade. Let's go ahead and get rid of it. Play Might of Oak Cross on my main phase, so it gets +4/+4. Comes to 6/6.
Sure.
Super 6.
That you can't use to pump. The other thing, theoretically, is probably a pump spell, though.
Who knows?
Do I just lose next turn if I do block it?
You have a Croxo on you. Oh no, because you got it back. You didn't have it leaving your graveyard.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have protection from. You
Oh
guys
right,
trigger.
swing straight through it. Yeah.
I think I have to block.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wham wham.
Here you go.
Well then. That's worst top decks. Gross it.
Discard a swamp.
Dang!
Go to 16.
I could have lived through that. Land and top deck that. Go ahead. Could have been worse. Yeah, that was real necessary. I think you might just swing through it still. Or no, because you have, well, you have might still, so you can make it bad.
Well, so it's only a 2/2 now, so
Well, don't you give it +4, make it 6/6?
yeah. Because I'd have to use that, and then this would be unprotected.
I mean,
You don't have a lot.
we have one card in. I think you just swing through it because you have. I have more infect than you have worry about life. You know what I'm saying? And then you get to keep your guy because of first strike, which I think is the key factor here.
Well, no, because yours is bigger than taking 2 away. It would still kill it.
How much you got in your graveyard?
Because it's a 5/6, right?
Won't that be a 6/6?
Yeah, but I mean, if I didn't use that,
Oh well, I'm assuming you're using that regardless.
yeah, I'll swing. Yeah, I'll use it now.
Yeah, I figured you have to. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Here you go.
But then I gotta find a way to get around this little stuff.
You're still only at 3 infect though.
Yeah, but it still feels bad. It still doesn't
You're like,
feel
but you're
good.
gonna become mints. I know you are.
Like it still feels sketchy. I will fetch, and it was red. It was green.
I mean, we're both at 1 card, so.
I just took. Did we take the life off for me?
No, you're at 9. Or no, you just fetched. You just didn't shock as well, right?
I did.
Oh, you did shock. Okay.
I had to.
So you're at 8.
Get rid of a Goyf.
Oh, I don't want to discard my card.
A land, a Thoughtseize. No, we'll get rid of both Thoughtseizes. He needs Thoughtseizes.
Well, should we see what I have? Because that may affect what you keep
For
for your future Goyf.
I have played 2 Goyfs. I'm gonna not consider that.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Well, I'll discard my blossoming defense.
All right, and then I have a Kroxa.
Okay. I took no damage.
Right. Good.
But that's swinging for essentially 9 a turn.
Right. But you can also just start
Wailing on you?
Yeah. You have to wail on me pretty quickly though.
I do. Swing.
No blocks.
Make it a 6/6.
I go to 9 Infect.
Yeah. All right. Is this gonna be again where I lose while you're at 9?
Bolt you at the end of turn.
Yeah. Go to 13.
I think you might have it. I'd have to top deck something nice. I don't think that's good enough.
You need to deal 4 damage to me
Yeah.
or kill this.
Oh, top deck was a Ren 6. I think you got that game. Because Ren 6 can only do 1 damage to you or get a land back, and then
And neither of
6
those.
or 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, good game.
All right. Game 3. All right. You going first?
Yeah. Seems like a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Keeble.
Can't keep it. No Infect.
Yeah, usually when the name of the deck is a thing, you usually want that thing.
Yeah, it's like boggles. You have to find a boggle.
Yeah, Murktide you can get away without Murktide, but like Boggle,
Oh, yeah.
Boggle you kind of have to have a Boggle. Yeah, King of
I
the
also
Hill.
only had 1 land and like a hierarch. Like you kill the hierarch, I am just completely screwed.
The worst is when people play the Dryad Arbors at 1 land. I'm like, okay, push,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh,
Sinkhole for 1 mana is pretty strong.
yep.
All right, I'll keep that and get rid of the... Go for it. Thoughtseize. Noble Hierarch, Might of Old Crosa, double scale up, and Overgrown Tomb and Inkmoth Nexus. Luckily, you cannot take my Infector.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a scale up, honestly.
Okay.
Start call. Yeah, good. We're gonna be quick. Okay, gotta think faster.
Overgrown Tomb, Shock Myself, Plague, Noble, say go.
I'm gonna fetch.
Yeah. Worst case scenario is my camera, or your camera dies.
Oh, okay. We're red black.
This one will keep going. I almost plugged in.
Alright, shocked. Did you knock that shock in?
Sure.
Yeah, thank you. So I did the fetch. Let's make sure we got
Yeah.
everything. Go ahead.
Go for it.
Oh, and I took another one. Peatlands didn't work.
Play Inkmoth Nexus. Play Glistener Elf. Say go.
That's a good card. I have turn. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to fetch and get Real Talk. It doesn't matter. I know I'm freaking myself out with hurting myself. Why? It doesn't matter. We're playing Infect.
All of a sudden, Noble becomes a 6/4, swings for
I mean,
7.
If it does, and I lose that way, you earned it. Is the way I see it. So,
That's fair.
yeah, we're just going to go with that so I can play more stuff.
See, that's what I mean. Like, you're taking so much damage.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I've seen people do it on like turn.
Like,
three, so
essentially,
they
you've
have
now
nothing to
just made all my creatures have Infect.
do. Something like that. Kroxa.
Kroxa. Get rid of Might of Old Kroxa. He dies.
Good.
Feel a fatal push coming.
Creature, land, sorcery on my end. You might have instant.
You don't. Make any commands access.
Think about this cool.
Swing for 2.
No blocks.
Okay. 2 infect. So go.
I'll kill it.
I will Blossoming Defense it.
With noble.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. That's tapped. That's relevant. Alright, I just took one.
You go.
I wanted to kill that. Da-na-na. That's tricky. No, it's not, because nothing kills me on the board right now.
What?
One Inquisition.
Inquisition, you got Scale Up or Might of Old Croso.
I'll take. Might pot tops out at 4, right?
Yeah.
And then scale up.
Makes it a 6/4.
I don't have delve or something, or what's
Nope. It has Overload, so it can make it do it to all creatures at 6 mana.
Oh, okay, weird. That ain't happening.
No.
I'll take the scale up.
Yeah. Good choice, good choice.
And then. I will pass.
Alright. Untap. Draw. Make an Inkmoth Nexus.
Sure.
Declare attack. Swing for 2 with Exalted. Trigger.
No blocks.
Alright. Go to 4. Stay go. I think Goif is just on guard duty. Where's my Scale Up? No! Alright, discard mine. I still fly and you're tapped out. How big is it?
I just covered my graveyard. It's whatever you got. I should have waited.
Instant sorcery? It's a 2/3?
2-3.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Go ahead.
Here it's 4. Make it boss.
Yeah.
Swing for 2.
All things happen.
Take it 6.
Oh, wait.
Say go. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Swing.
I'll discard Vine's Bestwood. And take 6, go to 10. Whoop.
You have one hand.
1 in hand.
Let's beside you there. Wait. One sec. Let's beside you there. Croak's legendary. He's legendary, so I pay well on this. That's all I was doing. Oh, you reading it?
Yeah.
See if it's
Thank you.
avoidable.
Yeah. Alright, no, it gets hit.
Okay, I did it then exactly, because I was like, I'm gonna get fucking killed by this thing. I don't know. I'm gonna get gosh darn killed by this thing if I don't.
I mean, what I've been wanting is another mana source. So.
I noticed. I've been so tempted to kill Noble like 4 times, but it was not dying was more important.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't.
So Goif is now land, instant, creature, sorcery, so 3/4. Coolio.
And then, is that all the mana I tapped?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'll take 1. Say a creature. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. You'll make me discard.
Theoretically, yeah. That's probably a good call.
Theoretically.
Theoretically, yeah. Probably gonna swing. Probably. Oh, yeah. Lily's
So
there,
I'm
too.
gonna go to. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna take so much. Play Plague Stinger.
Sure.
Say go.
See if we can find some removal. We'll do this.
I have to go to 7, which means I have to block Croxa, which means he gets -1 counter.
Sweet.
And Goyf is
Land over here.
land creature sorcery. So 3/4. So I got a 4.
Wait, so 4/5 because I have land. Instead
Oh,
of
so do I.
sorcery, creature land. Yeah.
So I'm at 3.
All right, now I need
Alright,
you to not.
so I
pull
need a
pump
pump
spell that
spell.
kills me. Yeah. Go ahead. Flip it. Kill me.
Yeah, you win.
Yay! Good games.
Good games.
Good games.
All
sir.
right.
And good stream.
That is it for that one. The next stream that's currently on the books is Wednesday night around 11 o'clock. I'll be playing a board games with Charlie. That'll be a regular show. And then next Friday,
My old roommate.
yes, we'll be switching this up, and I'll be playing my pet deck that I play in Modern. And Anthony will be bringing 3 decks to play against it.
Yes,
I'll find out what.
I have 2 decks for sure ready to go. We'll have to figure out a third one.
Yeah.
And
It
then,
can be anything.
We'll make this happen. And if it's not next Friday, because I'm doing a trip or something like that, I'm not positive yet, it'll be the Friday following.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be busy 2 weekends.
We'll figure it out. Either way, there will be a stream on Friday. It'll just maybe with someone else.
Yes, I might not be cool enough to be here.
Sometimes people don't get invited back. This hangs out.
Oh.
All right. Thanks for watching. If you're watching us on YouTube, like and subscribe. And if you're watching this on Twitch, you got Twitch Prime free, go for it. We'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.